All right. We live, baby. Let's make sure we good.
Testing, testing.
All
Can
right.
you hear me? We good?
Yep, I can hear you. I can hear everybody. Let me make
All
sure
right.
everybody is on. All right, so we are live. Hello, 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 everybody. It's Anukkah Laquette here, and we are listening to a special episode of Never Gave an Eye podcast. How y'all doing today?
We're doing
I'm
good.
good.
How
I'm
you
I'm
good.
good.
doing?
Glad
I'm
to be here.
good.
I'm
I'm
great.
good
What's
too.
happening,
I'm
beautiful people?
Blessed.
What's good? What's good?
Yes, sir. So before we get started, I'm gonna do a little bit of housekeeping rules and everything. So make sure everyone's following Navigator Nine podcast on Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, and Spotify. And also, we will be launching season 3 on January the 1st. So make sure y'all come back in the new year because I'm so excited for this new year. So let's get started in the reason why we are here today. Okay. So we're
Mhm.
talking about a man's point of view to relationships, dating, and mental health. I have some amazing men on here today. One of our men could not come on today because he had a family emergency, and that is Cadero. So hope everything is fine with him, but we're gonna move forward. So we have Dwayne, we have Darian, Christopher, Jarvell, and Marcus. Hey y'all.
Hey,
Hello.
how you
What's
doing?
up?
Hey.
What's up? What's up?
Good,
What's
good.
up?
Y'all ready to get started? Cause I know
Yeah,
I
we
am.
we
Party get
Let's get
started.
into it. Let's get
let's get
into it.
into it,
You know what I'm
baby.
saying?
Let's get
Period.
into it.
Yeah.
Yes,
We were
sir.
born ready,
So
sis. Don't play us like that.
All the
yes.
Right.
time.
Okay.
Every one
So
of us.
tell us a little bit about like yourself. Like tell me your name, tell me where you're from, and tell me a little bit about yourself.
Yeah, so I'll start off.
Yeah, that's
Kind of
fine.
got quiet. But my name is Jarvell. I'm from Visiting, South Carolina. Just like Annika here, I'm a mass communications major. And my favorite color is blue. And that's pretty much it for right now. I can't reveal all
Okay.
my secrets yet.
Oh, now your secrets. Acting up already. Who's next?
I'll go next. My name is Dwayne Barnes. I'm from Bentonville, South Carolina. I'm currently going to school for a phlebotomy technician, and I have 2 kids.
All right.
Okay.
Who's next?
I'll go next. My name is Darren Hanna. I'm the founder of DHAN Mentorships and Solutions, where I coach, I mentor, and I motivate. We out here gaining and winning our young peoples in the streets. We're winning them back. They belong to us. My goal is to just motivate them, coach them, teach them. They came to earth with everything inside of them,
Mm-hmm.
and we live in a great country. Half of the work is already done for us. All we have to do is find our gifts, refine our gifts, and deploy it to the world. I've been doing this now for at least 15 years, and I'm excited about our young people.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Okay. Who's next?
So I guess I'll go. My name is Marcus McGirt. I'm from Atlanta, South Carolina. Um, wow, I wear many hats, so I'm trying not to choose and juggle. But I also have a mentoring program called Save Our Youth Mentoring Movement. It was founded in the PD areas of South Carolina. So we have respectfully reached over 35 young men in the last 8 years, and we've raised $66,000 to send those young men to 2 year or 4 year colleges. And we've also graduated six, and they're in the military: Navy, Marines, Air Force, and Army. Um, my favorite color is black, and you know I'm active and I'm ready to work. Let's talk.
Hey, who's next?
I think I'm the last one, man. Yo,
All
but first and foremost, man, yeah, look, shout out to my brothers, man. They're doing some phenomenal work out here. Man, look, and it sounds like everybody's from the South, so I'm loving that even more, man. So shout out to my brothers, man. But I'm your good brother, Coach Chris. I'm originally born in Dallas, Texas. I currently rest and reside in the great Boston, Massachusetts area, doing some good work out here. I'm a advocate for men's mental health. I'm a youth coach. When it comes to young men, well, just a coach in general. And then I'm just a good brother out here trying to make some moves and just make something happen within our community. and just build our people up, man. Just like my other brothers out here, coaches and mentors, pastors, ministers, etc. We just out here doing good work. And it's even more special because it's like, look, no knock to anybody else, but it's black men on this panel. And it's black men out here moving and shaking and doing great things within our community, within society. So we out here making it happen, man. So listen, I'm all smiles. Again, I'm your good brother, Coach Chris. I'm looking forward to this panel, this conversation, this discussion, and a man's point of view, which we don't hear too much about. So, sis, I
Mhm.
appreciate you for having us all on here and just giving us this space to move and shake as men.
Yep. You're definitely right. And you say you're in another state. Come, let me find out I am national. Let me find out. That's what I like. Yes.
You
I
definitely
am
that.
yes. I am so happy to have y'all on, okay? Y'all are literally a part of my vision. Like I've been wanting to do a man panel and basically like a panel altogether for a long time. And y'all like just brought my vision to life. And I am so here for it. So I want to thank y'all so much for coming on.
Of course,
No
no
problem.
problem.
No problem. We appreciate the
Of
invite.
course.
Very much
Yes, of
welcome.
course. So y'all, so this is a man's panel. So I got my drink, which is sweet tea. Okay. Yeah, and y'all see my cup. Y'all see it. All right. And y'all, make sure y'all tapping the screen. Make sure y'all following Never Gave Denied podcast. Also, get your drinks. Cause sit back, okay,
Oh,
because we
we
are
are like, are we pouring no
It's
drinks? Is
about
what
to
we
go
doing?
down.
Okay.
It's about to go
this
down,
might be a
man.
drink. Y'all, it's about to go down because, like I said in the live on Thursday, okay, there's going to be a lot of questions. It's going to be a mixture of raunchy questions, a mixture of mental health questions, and relationship questions. So let me drink my sweet tea. Hold up. Okay. Let me
Uh-huh.
check my face. Hold up. Let me get myself together because I'm about ready for this. All right. So, question number one. A few years ago, DJ Khaled had an interview with the Breakfast Club. If y'all remember that, if you know I'm about to go, he said that he don't believe in going down on his wife. What are your thoughts about going down on a woman? Like, would y'all go down on a random woman, your wife, your you know your significant other? Tell me about y'all opinions on that.
I mean, okay, again, I'll start first. I don't, I don't like, like, okay, when it comes to stuff like that, like, you know what I mean.
Mhm.
I'm more so, you can say traditional. Like, I like to receive as well as give. I'm not shy about it. So I mean, if you are my significant other, only significant other, I'm not doing the randos. I'm not doing that because not everybody's safe out here. And I not heard the stories, and then I'm not doing that. But like my perspective, I mean, I would do it a hundred times. Like I don't care if you my girl, you my wife, my spouse, whatever. Like you treat me right, I'm gonna treat you right. It's only right.
Exactly. All right, who's next?
I'll go
Man, listen, the
next.
brother said it. My apologies, man. Now the brother said it
I
best. I mean, that type of act is reserved for just one special woman. You feel me? And you got. I mean, listen, we got to be safe out here. We can't be giving that type of pleasure to anybody and everybody. Real talk. So, I mean, listen, we talk all day long about women going down on men, but it's like, yo, if the sisters is doing it, it's like, yeah, you're like, let's look out for them and treat them right as well. So I agree with the previous brother and what he said.
Okay. All right, who's next?
Yeah, what they said.
Hold up. Not what they said. Okay. All right. All right. I cannot with y'all. But yes. Okay. So I completely understand where you're coming from. I had this conversation with my brother the other night, and he said he cannot do that with no randoms. It only have to be with his wife. So I completely understand where y'all coming from. And I don't understand his point of view about not going down with his wife. I'm not too sure why. But we're gonna move on. Okay. Y'all in the comment section, how do y'all feel about that question? Okay. Answer the question and I'll put your name on the screen as well. All right. So, what are your views on going 50-50? Because a lot of people have a conversation about this and they say they're not going 50-50 with no woman, or they're going to say, yeah, it's like a main thing to do. So, tell me about that.
Well,
I, I,
I can answer that
I
right
guess.
there.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
All right, I
Oh.
got
So how I am is this right here. With me and my wife, we do 50-50 because it's like with me working and then she got the kids. It's like I'm gonna make sure that everything's taken care of, because it's like who's gonna take care of our kids. And then also it's like if you got a bunch of bills in the house, we're gonna need to split something down the middle, because it's like if I use all my money, then boom, the other person don't have everything. What you gonna do? So if I pay all the bills, if I pay the house, the car, lights, all the insurance, and I have nothing, and you spending your money out there, it's like what am I getting in return? Like we need to do half and half. So if we do half half here and I got half half here, we can bring our money together and we can just basically just splurge on ourselves together. You know what I'm saying?
I got
Yeah,
you. I
that
understand.
makes sense.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, may
Um,
I try? I mean,
I
now,
think I'm gonna jump in. For I guess for me, like I just literally we just had this conversation, yesterday, like a group of friends and everything, talking about this. Like traditionally, um, the if you like you going by a traditional standpoint versus a non-traditional standpoint, if we're being technically honest, like God created the female to be like a nurturer for the family, for the household, and He created the male to be like a provider. So I think in this day and age, versus back in the day when being raised by my grandparents, my grandfather was the sole provider. My grandmother was the nurturer. Tradition and non-traditional moments such as now, it's it's okay to do 50-50 in a sense because of sometimes you're with a female who is going to make more than you. Uh, but you're still the provider. And I think us as men, we look at 50-50 in a different light or in a different way when we should look at it as 50-50 could be being a provider mentally for her, being a provider spiritually for her, emotionally,
Right.
and not just in a financial aspect, because we look at 50-50 just being in a financial aspect, then we lose the focus of what we're really there in a relationship for. So I would say that 50-50 could work because you need to do whatever works best for you and yours and not put it on what somebody has taught you or what you've learned, because sometimes we learn or we're taught things that work for other people and then we consume that, and then it messes us up on how we move forward with our relationships with other people. So I would say whatever works for you, but I'm not opposed to either or, but in a stance you have to dig deep inside and know that the male was created to be the provider, and that's a
Hmm.
provider holistically and not just financially, and then the female was here to be here for a nurturer. Yes, you ask 100 women, 100 women is not going to tell you, yes, I'm glad to wake up every morning and go to work. They're not, but
Right.
society has changed, and that's what they do. Like they love to have their own now, and that's a good standpoint, because if you get somebody that can basically provide where we fall at and pick
Hmm.
us up, that's a helpmate, and that's a helpmate who you should be choosing to long for and be with for longevity. So that's just my take on it.
Okay. That make a lot of sense. I agree with that. Anybody else?
yes, I would like to
I
say
mean,
when you're one, you're automatically 50-50. Even
Mm.
if the man is saying he's paying 80% of the bills and she's only paying 80%, you're still 50-50,
Okay.
you know? And like the brother just said, it's our responsibility as men to be the heads. I
Hmm.
would definitely will not have my wife giving me financially wise half of what the responsibilities to keep the household running. 50-50 is her just being there, being that support,
Yeah.
encouraging me to get out and do more. Men should do more. I do several different things. I don't depend on one form of income.
Hmm.
So 50-50 is just her being the woman and I'm being the man.
Okay.
That's
Come on
50-50.
now. That's what I'm talking about. He said, I'm that 50-50. That's what I'm talking about. I love y'all responses. Anybody else?
I mean,
Yeah,
I
no, I agree with well, I agree with the last two brothers and what they said as well, man. The 50-50 part. I mean, no, we don't play by those rules. It's like, listen, it's 100 and 100. You know what I mean? It's 100, 100. Like you just
Right.
come whole, I come whole. And even when I'm if I'm 100 and you're, 25, look, I'm gonna look out for you, and vice versa. When it comes to the woman, this is all about partnership. When it comes
Correct.
to dating, when it comes to relationship, when it comes to marriage, this 50-50 stuff, man, is listen, man, it's jacking up families, it's jacking up marriages, and it's jacking up our community. How about we just help each other at the end of the day? Because
Mm,
sometimes the man is gonna be up and the woman is gonna be down, and sometimes the woman is gonna be up and the man is gonna be down. What the previous brother, what he just said is like, listen, I don't mind getting out here providing, working, doing my thing, and moving and shaking. But at the end of the day, can you provide? Can you provide peace? Can you bring me peace at the end of the day? Can you support me? Can you build me up? Can you encourage me? Can you be that helpmate at the end of the day? 9 times out of 10, I don't think a lot of brothers, the brothers that are out here moving and shaking and actually providing, they're not looking for a woman to support them. They're looking financially. They're looking for a woman to support them by being that helpmate, be that peace, be that support, be that person that comes and like speak life to me at the end of the day. While I'm out here in the world and the world is beating me down, if I come home, don't beat me down. Like speak life to me at the end of the day, man. So for me personally, I mean, I don't subscribe to the 50-50 club, but
hmm
if I was in the 50-50 club, it would look like that. If I'm out here making the money and putting food on the table, keeping a roof over our head, can you speak life to me and can you provide peace to me at the end of the day? And I feel like 9 times out of 10, I think that's what most men would want out of life. I could be wrong, but that's just my whole opinion when it comes to this.
Yeah, I completely understand that. And it looks like the comments, they agree with y'all. Some of them are saying some things that is in agreement. Let's see. I'm gonna put this one on the screen. So that's my best friend, y'all. Best friend Quinn. She said, yes, it's all about being a helpmate. So okay. I like
Say that
that.
loud. Like I need her to repeat
He
that. Say that 10 times loud. Yeah, say that again,
yeah.
please.
Okay, for the people in the back. For the people in the back.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
She
yeah,
said
yeah.
yes, it's all about being a helpmate. So I agree. All right, let's see who else says something. Let me go back up. Okay, so my cousin Janice, she said, I'm old school. I agree with Marcus. Let's see who else. I'm going to read that one. Okay, so Miss Yvonne, she said, I feel you have to do what works best for your household. So, yeah, I agree with that as well. Okay, come on, comments. I do appreciate every last one of y'all for commenting and looking at this podcast. Okay, let me make sure I have everybody. Okay, so y'all still see me?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yep.
All right, that's good. Making sure I'm still on. All right, so the next question is, wait, did somebody else have to say anything about this, or y'all good?
Well, I'm in agreement with everything that was said. So I mean, I got
Okay,
nothing else to add.
okay, come on now. I like how y'all agreeing. So, when do you know when it's time to leave a relationship?
Ooh.
Think about it, let it marinate.
Mm.
I'm asking the comment questions
Ooh.
too. Comments. What y'all think about that? When is it time to leave a relationship?
All right, I'm gonna answer that one first since I just got out of one.
Okay.
I mean,
Not the
no shade,
shade.
no
It's the
shade.
shade for
Respect
me.
to her. You know what I'm saying? It's always gonna be love her way, man. No hate. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, in my experience, I can't speak for every man on the panel or every man in the world, but like, when it comes to like knowing when it's time to just end it, is when you can't agree on nothing. Always got to go back and forth, and it's never a compromise in sight. And it's like, if you always, as a man, hey, it's kind of hard to really lead something if you dealing with a female that don't want to be taught nothing or at least compromise on something. You know what I'm saying? So it's like
Right.
the in my experience, I can't speak for everything. Like I said, um, it was like the last 3 months of my relationship before we ended everything was just like it was just nothing but back and forth, arguments, and it's like me being me, and everybody who knows me, I'm not that. I hate confrontation with like everything in my body. So it's like
Right.
if it gets to that point, I'm just gonna say I'm good and I'm gonna check out. And that's just
hmm
me.
Okay. I understand. All right. Who's next? Oh, don't get quiet now. Speak up. This all
Oh,
about
we're gonna
truth
let
here.
It's all good. Listen, I was gonna let one of the other brothers rock out, but first and foremost, I appreciate you for the like. I mean, the hard questions, man, because I mean, don't nobody talk about this type of stuff. They want to go, easy peasy with
Right.
questions and podcasts and panels. Not like, no, let's be real out here, man. This is a man's
Hmm.
panel, man. Me personally, I'm like, yo, it's time to call it quits when the woman wants to be the man. When
Mm.
leadership
Mm-hmm.
is being
Yes.
questioned, you
Ooh.
feel me? It's like, yo,
Damn,
we
boy.
clamp, we see these posts, we see these content, we see all this stuff all day long. We're like, yo, we want a man that provides, we want a man that leads, we want a man that has vision, who has purpose, who wants to be, who is the priest of the home, this and that. And when a man operates in that position, when he operates in that purpose, and that gets nullified, when it gets challenged, when we out here like actually being leader, and the woman wants to be the well, yeah, let me say she wants to be the man, she wants to be the priest, she wants to be the head of the house. It's like, no, then it's time to call it quits, because that's confusion. That's confliction all day long. How you gonna be? How you gonna feel my role, and I'm actually operating in my role? You play your part. That's how we survive. That's how we thrive in life. So for me personally, not based off of experience, but just based off of just counseling men, and from what I've seen in today's society, alpha females and women want to be the man and this and that. It's like, no ma'am. It's like, nah, if you're trying to play my role and play your role at the exact same time while I'm here actually operating in my role to perfection, it's not gonna work. You be the woman, you be the queen, you do your thing, you be the bride of Christ, you be my bride, you be the bride of Christ, you do your thing while I operate and do my thing as a king, as a man, as a priest, this and that. That way things is in harmony, things is balanced, all of this. Because all at the end of the day, all of that creates friction. It causes an imbalance when it comes to the household. So that's my take on it, man.
Oh wow. Man, you done said a mouthful already. Godly. And
I
you're
echo
right, because I'm
everything
gonna
you
Listen,
ask,
said.
yeah, I'm
it's
gonna ask
it's
the
the sweet
hard
tea, sis.
questions. Yeah. Hmm. I'm asking hard questions, so it's gonna be even
Hmm.
harder. But who's next?
Yeah, may I make a comment on what the brother just said?
Yes.
Now, if you're dealing with a young lady, a grown lady, and that's been her role for a very long time,
Hmm.
and she dealt with men in the past where she had to take the role, the initiative to make things happen. That's what she's accustomed to. Now, a real man, like the women like to say, a real man comes into her life. You have to show her, you have to prove to her. And you can't say, well, I'm going to give you 6 weeks, 6 months, or whatever. You got to give her the grace to have trust, and you got to show it over and over and over again. Too many times our women have been set up and let go.
Mm-hmm.
We
Hmm.
paint this picture as men. We're gonna do this and that, the third at one level, but it's different levels to life. It's different levels to relationship. You got to show her over and over again that I'm the man and I got it. And until she grasps that concept, that truth, if you really love her, you got to be patient. You can't go, I'm the man, I'm going to do this and that. That's fine. Show her. Just don't say verbally, show her, prove it to her. When times that she needs something or the kids need something, have it already done. Show her. You're
Come
dealing with a
on
real
now.
man now. I don't know about those other guys. You're dealing with a different type of brother now. That's what I've got to say.
I gotta
Come
slide
on
through
now.
real quick, man. Not to, yeah. Now he's speaking facts. I'm not. He's absolutely 100. He's 100% correct. Absolutely. My pushback is that that shouldn't still take place 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years into a relationship or a marriage. That shouldn't take place at the end of the day. And for a lot of brothers, they're dealing with that particular spirit or that particular mindset when it comes to certain women. Yes, we do got to prove that, yo, I'm a leader. We can't just come in and beating our chest like I'm the man, I'm a leader. No, you definitely got to prove that. But within time, brother, when you prove that and you prove that and God is speaking to you, and as far as like leading your household and leading your children and your wife, etc., and she still wants to play your role, still no ma'am. Again, I appreciate this type of panel because these are men talking, and we're gonna give you the raw truth I know for a fact I am. You're gonna get the raw truth as far as like how men think, how men speak. This is that right there. If I'm proving to you and I'm giving you that safe space to, be a queen, be a woman, operate in your femininity, take that. Don't take the femininity and then also take the masculinity as well. We're not playing that right now, man. So absolutely, he's 100% correct. But I just wanted to make sure I tossed that out as well. It's like, nah, rest in your spot, and while I rest in my spot.
Yeah, but my question is, what type of woman out there that's gonna wait 8, 9 years and still try to play the role of a man? I have never met a woman that's gonna just say, "Hey, look, I'm gonna take the role of a man."
You'd be
Hopefully, I
surprised at
never
what the
meet that
trauma they
type
went
of
through.
woman. But if she's doing that 8, 9 years into a relationship, hopefully you're married by that time. If she's doing
Hmm.
that, man, we liking in something. I promise you. That's the perfect time to take that opportunity to say, "Hey, look, baby, what is it there that you need that I need to step my game up in? I've done this and that and the third. What am I missing?" If she's still doing things 8, 9 years into a relationship, we slipping somewhere, man.
Mm.
There's no out. There's no out. We
And
slipping somewhere.
boy, and brother, while I appreciate that, and again, you absolutely correct. But at the same time, this is what's been pushed in today's society: is that it's always the man's fault. What brother? What are you doing wrong? This and that. And even when we take time out to do therapy, go to counseling, heal, do all of this X, Y, and Z, and get better as a man, it's still our fault at the end of the day. Even when we do darn near everything correct. See, I'm gonna come and speak for the brothers. There are men out here that are doing every single thing correct, but the women are falling short when it comes to their end. We're not giving sisters a pat. We ain't giving passes today, man.
Come on now.
We're not doing that. So it's like men are out here doing darn near everything correct, but
Mhm.
women, what are you doing to build up the brother when he's doing everything correct? Or you playing your role? What God called you to do? Are you doing that? So it's not always the man's fault. Yeah, did we fall short before 10, 15 years ago? Absolutely. Let's don't get it twisted. We got our faults. But man, if we're flowing and operating in priesthood, in leadership, in kingship, and what black men is supposed to be doing, I get the trauma piece. Absolutely. But bro, if I'm operating how I should be operating as a husband, as a king, as a priest, honor that. You feel me? We're not giving passes today. Men are doing what they're supposed to be doing, but it's not highlighted and it's not honored.
I appreciate what
Okay.
you say, my brother, but I don't take sides. I'm a man, 100% man. I'm not here to take the side of men or women. I'm here to take side of the truth. I'm into a lot of young men, and you say brothers are stepping up. I argue that fact. It's too many kids out there that need their daddies to step up.
Hmm.
So men are not stepping up. Brothers are not stepping up. We're not
Where
stepping
you
up.
were located at, bro?
We are
Because the men that
dropping.
I see,
We are drop.
the
We are
brothers that I
dropping
see,
the
they all
ball.
stepping up
Not
though.
all of us. Excuse me. Not
Yeah,
all
that's
of us.
cool. Not all of us, but a lot of us have been stepping up though. We ain't finna down the brother. We ain't finna down black men today. Brothers have definitely been stepping up.
That's our problem right there. We do not want to hear the truth. Let me go scripture on you. Proverbs said, if you correct a wise man, he'll become yet wiser. You correct a fool, he'll tell you we ain't going down that. You ain't doing it to brothers today. Come on, man. Truth is truth. Man, we are not putting our sisters in a position really to succeed. They're doing our jobs, they're raising our kids, they're feeding our kids, they're closing our kids. Overall, not all of us, but overall, that's what they are doing.
It's not overall,
I
and
don't
I
feel like there's
appreciate.
no
I
brother out there
appreciate, man. Listen, I
that's
appreciate. I
fighting
appreciate.
hard
I
as I
appreciate.
am.
I appreciate the
But to
scripture,
sit
brother.
there,
But two
to
things
sit
can be
there and
true at the
say,
exact same time. So I
to
didn't
sit
knock
there
what
and
you
say
said.
the brothers,
No, no,
some
no. Hold
are
on.
now, some
Okay.
I
are.
hear
We're
you, brother.
going. Hello.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
All
you're here,
right.
sis.
So, all right. So we're gonna talk one at a time. We're gonna be respectful. So, let's see. Christopher, you was about to talk, so I'll let you speak.
Yeah, no, and no point that I'm not can say the brother is lying. I said, fam, you absolutely correct. But the thing is, man, in 2024, 2025, two things can be true at the exact same time. Don't get it twisted. I know my brothers out here failing. Some. But to make this statement that all or most, no, sir, no, ma'am, it's like, brother, I see it every single day. I'm out here in the community moving and shaking. Brothers have made progress over the years. We're healing. The thing is not being acknowledged. We're becoming better fathers and husbands. We're doing the work. This ain't 1999 anymore, fam. And I get where you coming from. I don't even know where you located at, and that could be your particular community and what you see. My particular community and what I see brothers out here striving and doing better. So we're not about to get on here and bash black men at all. Truth is the truth, absolutely. But we darn, if I'm gonna be on this panel, we darn sure gonna acknowledge how black men are striving and doing better. We ain't finna sit up here. No, we ain't playing them games, man. And you can quote every scripture out of the Bible. Praise God. My father know where I'm coming from. But we ain't about to do that. Brothers is out here making moves and doing great things, man. So, but I rest right there. I don't want to hold the mic, man. I don't want to get too aggressive on this
Yeah,
joint.
y'all fine. With all that being said, both of y'all could be right and wrong. It all depends on where you at right now. So, with that being said, I truly agree. And also, you just stated that black men are progressing. Y'all on this podcast right now. Everybody on this podcast progressing. Everybody doing good. Everybody has a point of view where they feel like they're right. You could be right, or you could be wrong in somebody else's eyes. But we're gonna move on. Okay. So, with that being said, we're gonna get into another question. I know some people were saying something in the comments. Let's see. Everybody said they're in agreement. Everybody liked the panel. So, okay. All right. So, another question. Why do men propose to women after getting her pregnant, but did not see her worth before getting her pregnant? Y'all ever see that? Like people, like, let's see. You could be in a relationship with a woman for years, right? And then right when you get her pregnant, now all of a sudden, like, hey, it's time for me to marry her. What's y'all views on that?
I mean, I can't really answer that because I really don't have no
Yeah,
opinion because I don't see that too often.
Okay.
Like at least where I'm from, like how brother down there said like men are stepping up. Like where I'm from, like yeah, you have your men that don't give a damn. They do what they do, and they
Right.
they create they create empty families and broken homes and all that. But like the small few percentages of well, to answer your question, like I don't see a lot of men out here running to marry females after they get them pregnant. Like normally every man that I have grown to know have made the bed and made the steps necessary before the baby even was a thought process. Like they already first off like high school, college, they buy the promise ring. Then like they stay loyal, they stay faithful. They work through the steps, they work through the kinks. You have your ups and downs, but before a baby's even brought up, like they're damn near engaged because like it's 5-year relationships at that point. So it's
Mm-hmm.
like I don't really see a lot of men proposing after like the baby gets here. I see a lot of opposite actually. I see a lot of men leave once the baby even gets thought of. Like once the baby is in process, like before even abortion is a thing, they're gone. I'm a product of that environment. Like you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Okay. Anybody else?
Hey, he pretty much brother pretty much validated what I said. He pretty much validated what I was saying. Appreciate you, brother. You 100% right.
Okay. Anybody else? Okay. So,
Yeah, well, I was gonna let somebody
anybody?
else get.
Okay.
I was gonna let somebody else. Yeah, I was gonna let somebody else dive in and chop it up. But I mean, just for clarification, what did the brother say? He said he see the opposite. Cats is putting promise rings on their women and girlfriends and doing this and that before even the baby come about. Did he say that?
Yeah, that's what I said. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, so exactly. So even before babies even come into the picture, dudes is serious about a relationship at the beginning of the stages. You feel me? So yeah,
Mm-hmm.
we could talk about marriage and men doing this, but again, progress. We're making moves. We're getting better. It's not like we're out here, knocking sisters up, getting them pregnant. Well, not everybody. We're not knocking sisters up, getting them pregnant, and then bouncing. Dudes is actually like looking to form some type of like stable foundation when it comes to our women at an early stage. I don't know too many 35, 40-year-olds that's out here giving that promise ring. So we're talking about cats between 18 and 25 that are giving out promise rings. Like, listen, I can see you as my woman, and I want to establish something that's great. So I mean, to the brother's point, I'm like, he kind of made my point as well. Black men are out here doing better. So salutes to you, King. I appreciate you.
I guess I was gonna interject with another question too, Annika. So,
Mhm.
I mean, is it a bad thing that they waited until they got someone pregnant to propose to them? Um, it could have been their ultimate or end goal to start with when we start viewing our partners, like we start viewing our partners to pursue them, but a roundabout way, we're grown, we had sex, and you got pregnant from me, but now I want to solidify that even while you're pregnant. So is that wrong for me to feel that way? Because I think we get lost in the sauce because we didn't well, like people feel like, oh, that man didn't propose until she got pregnant. Well, how do you know what that man was feeling beforehand? How do you know if that man was really going to do this before this? It's not about the baby. I know the comment said they commit to the baby but not the woman. That's not always true. You have people who it's in their mind, they want to make sure it's the perfect time to do something, but then along the way things tend to happen. Like all things that come your way is not meant for bad. Like people look at certain things to be a bad, or they put it for another reason, whatever they feel like it should be. But that's not a bad thing that the man waited and you got pregnant, and then, hey, let me go ahead and solidify this, let me lock this in, because this is, I don't want my child to be a product of a broken home. So to me, it's not a bad thing, and it's not saying that I didn't love you even more before the you got pregnant, or I got you pregnant, or whatever the case may be. It's just allowing black men to be in a safe space to feel safe, and then they don't want to raise their child maybe in the way that they came up without a father in the home. So it's not a bad thing every time. It's sometimes it's a good thing. Sometimes it's the way that God probably intended it for it to happen. So we can't look at it or knock it one way or the other.
Okay. So, anybody else? Y'all good? Okay. So with that question, because Marcus, you said the perfect time. I'm like, but why does it? Okay, see, this is my thing. A dude could be with a woman for years, like 5+ years, and then right when he get her
Mhm.
pregnant, now all of a sudden, oh, it's time for me to marry her now. Now, like, why is it at that time that he wants to propose? And then not only that, like some dudes like propose, but with no intentions of marrying her. It's kind of like a shut up ring. You get what I'm saying? So it's
Thank y'all
like,
for dinner too.
why is that an issue? You know what I'm saying?
Y'all have
Like,
a good one.
what's the? Oh, can you hear me?
Yeah, you good. You good.
Okay,
I can hear
but
you.
yeah, my thing is like, why is it that time at that moment that you say, "Hey, I want to propose to this woman"? You know what I'm saying? Like that's where I'm coming from. And I know a lot of people has been asking that as well. I've been receiving questions about that same topic. So, and it also like with women, it feels like they are begging for a ring at that point. Like, you got me pregnant, bro. Like, it's time to not, cuff me now. But it's like that's what I've been seeing happening. So that's what I was saying from that point of view.
I've been seeing that happen to a lot of females beg for the ring. But my thing is, if you as a woman, and then speaking from a man's perspective, as far as the women, as far as begging for the ring, I mean, if you as a woman is doing your job, and I'm not trying to sound misogynistic. I mean, like as far as because like as a man, I have my roles, and as women, you have your roles, and we come together and create the whole 100 thing as we was talking about earlier. But my thing is, like if you're doing your job as a woman, you shouldn't have to beg for a ring. Like, and I speak for I speak for a little bit of men that I know personally. They're going through the same thing. The woman is begging for the ring, but like they're not happy in their relationship. You know what I'm saying? So it's like if you got to beg for the ring, I mean, as a woman, you should know. Like common sense is not common to a lot of people, but like if you have to beg for the ring from a man, 9 times out of 10 he's not ready for that. So stop pushing the issue because at that point you're gonna drive that man away.
Okay.
And I see that happen every day.
Mm-hmm.
But
Okay. I understand where you're
He's
coming
spot
from.
on.
That's
He's
true.
spot on right there, man. My sister Deja, she said it best, man. Shout out to Deja. It's like, look, but it's a woman's fault. If a man is with you for years and he's not making the type of commitment that you want him to make, you can't blame him. You got to look at yourself at the end of the day. And I speak to women, random women, like they're my own blood sister. I'm like, sis, if you've been with him for 2, 3, 4 years and he hasn't made a commitment, you need to move around because he's playing games at the end of the day. Whether he's playing games or he need like some type of therapy or healing, you don't want those type of issues at the end of the day. It doesn't for us men. It doesn't take us long to know like, yo, this is a wife. This is wifey right here. This is the type of woman I want to run my household with. This is the type of woman I want to have kids with. We know these things early on. Like it doesn't take us 2 or 3 years to realize like this is the woman for me. So if he's taking 4, 5, 6, 7 years to marry you, he's playing games, man. So if the brother ain't pushing commitment within 6 to 12 months, listen, sis, move around.
Hmm.
I
I am also
100%
in
agree.
agreement. Yep,
Oh
I
I
yeah,
agree with
100%
that.
Yeah,
agree.
yeah.
hold on, my
I'm
Yeah.
brother.
I'm
I
speechless on
said the
that one.
exact
Hey,
same
you got
thing.
it.
Mm-mm. Yeah, cause I been trying to tell people to get themselves together. Yeah, cause I'm all about being intentional. With me, I'm like, I date to marry. I don't date to date. That's my automatic thing. Like, is marriage, okay? And I'm not wasting my time. Cause I heard a quote. Somebody said, "Don't." What they said? Don't be with somebody like don't let your man block your no, it's like don't let your boyfriend block you from meeting your husband or something like that. I
Hmm.
was
Right.
like, period.
Mhm.
Okay, because and same thing for women. Yeah, men don't let that girl block your blessing from meeting your wife. Yeah. So people need to date with intention and not just dating to date. But that's my spiel on that. All right. You have anything to say, Wayne?
They done
He
said
just
it
in
all.
agreement. Like
Yeah, they
He
they
said,
said
"It'll
it
spit it
all.
out."
Yeah, I can't really
Exactly.
speak. I can't, like I said, I can't really speak on that. They done spoke for me.
Okay. All
Mhm.
right.
I
So
got a quick
let's
question.
see.
If
Go
I
ahead. Go
can, I
ahead.
got a quick question. We
Sure.
saying, date to marry, and that's great. At
Hmm.
what age would you suggest, or is it just a maturity type thing?
Oh, you talking about for me?
Yes.
Oh, for me, like okay, I would say if you are at the age of 25 and up, then I feel like you should be looking for marriage and not just dating to date. But and that's just emotional, like you said, maturity. I need somebody that's mature. And also your frontal lobe don't develop until you're 25. All right.
Right.
And then also for men, some men rather marry it like in their 30s and not in their 20s. So I feel like it all depends on the person. But for me, I'm big 28. And it's yeah, I date to marry. And that's how I've been like since I've been in my 20s. So I'm very intentional. And I want somebody who I'm dating to be intentional as well.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Exactly. All right. So, what are your thoughts when someone says, "I'm staying with her" or "I'm staying with him for the sake of the kids"?
I feel like, ooh, I
Mm.
that's something that always be talked about in my friend groups when I be playing like the game or I be at work and like customers
Hmm.
talk to me or my homeboys talk to me. It's just like I feel like if you're forcing something for the sake of the kids and you're killing your own happiness. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like, don't make yourself miserable for the sake of, you know what I'm saying. Hey, maybe if I do this for the kids, maybe he'll like me. Or if I do this with the kids and I try to incorporate him, maybe I'll get that ring. Or maybe we can make this relationship work. No, like I said earlier, like if it's to the point where you got to force some things to work for the sake of the kids, then that's automatic red flag. Just let it go. Like, be
Mm-hmm.
happy and co-parent instead of going down a horrible path of misery. Like, that's not healthy for nobody involved, even the kids. But that's just me.
Right.
I don't have kids, so that's just me.
Okay. Who's next?
Man, I like this brother right here, man. He all right with me. Um, I mean, born and raised in Texas, man, I got like some old school traditional values and the way I view life still kind of like stuck in me. And I was like, I used to be a part of that club, like, ride it out, do it for the kids, do it for the family, do it for this, do it for that. But,
Hmm.
as black people in general, men and women, as a community, we began, we started healing. and we started to see things like for what it really is, and pulling the scales off our eyes, and it's like that really wasn't the right. That's not the right course to do things, because it can be chaotic in the household, and the kids are seeing this, and they picking up this abuse and this energy, and now they
Mm-hmm.
transferring that to the world. It's like that's not the right way to do things. So what my man just said, he was saying like break free from that, co-parent as the best way you can, and so your kids can see some type of like positivity, some goodness, instead of seeing, being surrounded around like negativity within the household. Like they got to see love. The kids got to see positivity. The kids got to see like the right way to do things when they go out here in life. I mean, you could talk to them all day long, but when kids see actions, that's what they imitate. At the end of the day, man. So I agree with the brother. We've been taught wrong for so many years. So yeah, man, I'm listen. It's not a good idea to stick around for the kids. It's a better idea to break loose. You be happy, so your kids can see the mom happy, dad is happy, and then they can go out in the world and kind of like push that same positivity or whatever, whatever positive energy coming from that, and be all right, man. So, but that's my sense when it comes to
Okay. Anybody else?
I mean, I want to hear Wayne's perspective, Mister Two Kids.
Yeah, Mr. Two Kids and a whole wife.
Right.
Not calling me out.
Yes, sir. You've been mighty quiet.
Let's see. Hmm.
Your wife sitting beside you.
No.
That's why you quiet.
I'm
Y'all,
about to
I
say
think
that's
his
why you
wife sitting
quiet.
beside
Like,
her.
No.
lie, lie again, lie
Nah, she
again.
in the other
You
room.
better, you
She in the
better
other
hurt.
room.
You better hush. She in that house with you. You better.
So can you reevaluate that question one more time so I can.
Yes. So you're fine. So the question is, what are your thoughts when someone says, "I'm staying with her or him for the sake of the kids"?
With that, I've seen honestly, I've seen it a lot where people be like, "Oh, I want to do this for the kids because the kids can be like, oh, why mom, dad not together? Is it because of me? Is like, did I do something?" And that's what most kids be thinking. Oh, they're not together. Oh, I must have did something. Like mommy, dad arguing all the time. Like I even seen on like even TV shows, and it's like it's based on real life. You staying, you just want to stay with him or her just for the kids. It shouldn't be like that. Like tell how I feel like tell the kids what's really going on. Be like, hey, it has nothing to do with you. It has something to do with mom and dad. Like, you don't want to get your kids upset thinking bad things all the time. You know what I'm saying? And it's like with me, Lord forbid it. It's like if me and her wasn't together,
Mm-hmm.
I would tell my kids it has nothing to do with you. It's something between mom and dad. At the end of the day, we still love you. We'll try to work things out between us. But other than that, it's really just gonna be a broken home, and it's like two broken people. What's that? What does that lead to? Like
Okay.
it leads to toxicness, just non-maturity things. Honestly,
Okay. Anybody else?
Yeah, I
because
would
it
like
has.
to say something.
I'm sorry. Who's going first?
Yeah, you can go ahead, brother. I'll go after you.
Okay.
Well,
Cool.
I'll go now.
Okay. Right.
Yeah, with me, it depends on the situation. Now, if you married and if it's not adultery, if it's not someone got a knife at each other's throat, if it's just her trying to be the man or he's not working and doing the things that a man should do, you got to work that out. You got to work that out. You cannot just walk away from your kids. Your kids need a family structure, you know, and not bashing the brothers. We need to step up. When you have kids, it's not about you anymore. It's about their kids. Sacrifices got to be made.
Mm-hmm.
The streets, the boys, the toys, all of that stuff got to come second nature to the family, man. Unless she's out there running around, if she's running around, then yeah, man, that's a wrap. If she got a pistol to your head, that's a wrap. But if she's just going through issues and maybe getting on you a little nagging, and man, get over that. Get over that for the kids. You got to count the cost. I mean, trouble always pass. It's not gonna be the same way all the time. But once you leave or once she's gone, you may never get back together again. My point is just got to do it for the kids if you can. Now, if there's adultery or fighting and all of that, just like the other brother said, that's not healthy for the kids at all. But you got to make sacrifices. You got to be a man.
Okay. All right. Anybody else? Okay. So I'm gonna tell you my thoughts on it. So when I hear that term "staying for the sake of the kids," I feel like the kids are being used as pawns, in my opinion.
Yes.
Okay. So with that being said, I come from a one parent home, right? And I'm glad, I thank God that my mama chose happiness over a man, because now that me being an adult now, I know what it's like to not have a father in my life, but I know what it's like if he was to be in my life. My father was not, God rest his soul. God know that that man was not going to be a good influence for me and my brother. But I know now, like, I picked up fatherly influences from different people in my life. Okay, so I'm good on that, and I also healed from uh, having daddy issues. I didn't realize I had that until I was 25, but I healed from all of that, right? But staying for the sake of the kids, them kids use as pawns, and not only that, when somebody says that, they're really staying for the sake of their partner. So they stand for that woman or they stand for that man. And sometimes they don't stay for the kids. It's like the kids is kind of like the icing on the cake. Like, oh yeah, the kids are just like, so happy to be here. But I feel like kids gonna be happy regardless if the parents are together or not. The kids want the family dynamic. They want their father and mom to be in the same home. But in actuality, if that can't happen, they like that their parents are happy. They want their parents to be smiling, and they know exactly when their kid, I mean, they know exactly when their parents are arguing. Even if you try to like hide and go into another room, no kids hear everything. No kids ain't
Mhm.
dumb. They hear
Yeah.
everything, they see everything. If the mama cheating and she leaving the house at the middle of the night, going to a man car, that kid see that. If the and vice versa, if the man leave and go to a car with another woman, they see that too. So I feel like it's for the sake of each other, not for the kids. But we'll move on. But let me see what someone said in the comment section, because I want to point this out. I think Lilac said something earlier. Let me go up. She said, this is what she said right here. Okay. So she said, my parents stay with each other for us. So I'm assuming just her and her family, her brother or sister. And it says the relationship trauma it caused took many years to heal from. So it has been situations like that. So okay, I understand.
Man, I agree with that comment 100% because I
Mm-hmm.
got a homeboy right now and I ain't trying to put his business out there, but
Right.
he said like he's saying it right now, like he's engaged to his wife and all I'm saying, and it's like he tells me all the time when I be on my game, we play Call of Duty, this and that third. He was like, if it wasn't for my son, I swear to God I would leave. And I'm like, bro, but then why don't you? He can never
Right.
give me a straight answer.
Mm,
So it's like
mm,
if you feel you gotta sacrifice your happiness for your kid,
Mm,
then you doing your kid a major disservice. But
exactly.
again, he's older than me, so he thinks he knows better than me because I'm a young gun with no kids. So it's like I
Right.
can't do no more talking, bro. Like if you're not gonna listen to me, and I'm your brother, dog. Like if you're not gonna listen to me, then who else you gonna listen to? Nobody else got your best interest at heart. I'm being genuine with you, bro. But you
Right.
know that's just that.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I totally agree on that.
And I
All
think that a
right.
lot.
So I'm
Sorry,
sorry.
I
Oh,
was waiting on it. I think that
Okay.
a lot of it from our relationships stem from unresolved trauma. So when you have unresolved
Mm,
trauma,
mm-hmm.
that's where it stems from. And you can say that we can step up, we got to do this, we got that, but it's we're not going to be able to step up until we deal with our unresolved trauma, whether it be with the female or whether it be with the male in the relationship, or it can be
yeah.
because only thing you're doing is recreating that toxic environment for your kids anyway. So in a
Mm-hmm.
nutshell, things will typically work, but there's underlying habits or toxics that we have bestowed upon us that prevents our themselves from moving forward with somebody else. And sometimes that creates the power struggle of a man, or wanting to marry a female. They might have seen so much that they it's so toxic to them that they don't know how to uncover it, that they can't move to the next step in a relationship for that female, and it only hurts them and it hurts the other person, but it never resolves. And then when that person leaves, it takes them really soul searching and deep diving into seeing who they really are, and to unbed a lot of the things that they went through or going through, to realize that that person is gone and they're not coming back. And like that's the ultimate factor in a lot of things that black people go through today.
Yep, you are completely right. And let's see. So it's about to be 4 o'clock, and I know Wayne, you have to go to work. So I'm gonna let you go now. So y'all
Okay.
give Wayne a hand. Okay. Thank you so much for being here.
Nice seeing you,
You're
Yes, and
everyone.
welcome.
before you go, give yourself a shout out. Tell people where they can find you.
Y'all can find me on Facebook at Wayne Barnes, Snapchat, Big Bruh Wayne, and TikTok on Wayne Barnes. I be doing funny videos. I just posted one the other day. I need to get back into it, and that's how y'all can find me.
Okay. Well, I want to thank you so much, Wayne, for coming on.
You're welcome.
All right.
Thank
I'll
you.
see you later. And you're welcome, of course. All right. Let me make sure I have all y'all back. Okay. So we're good. All right. So we had some good conversation already. All right. And it's already 4 o'clock, a whole hour we've been on. So, yes. Okay. I love it. All right. Let me see. I'm going to put somebody comment up. All right. All right, so let me see where I'm at. All right, so the next question is, if a woman decides to have intercourse with you on the first date, what is the likelihood of you wanting to be in a meaningful relationship with her? Anybody can go.
I mean, me personally, I don't use that as a stepping stone to whether I'm gonna be in a relationship with you or not. Because at the
Hmm.
end of the day, the way I view it is, regardless of what you're going through, like you could have been going through some stuff and you just needed a night off to relax. You know what I'm saying? Get back to who you used to be. You know what I'm saying? So it's like if you have intercourse on the first night, I mean, okay, that's fine. I mean, I'm not going to judge you for it. I mean, at the end of the day, we're both male and female. You know what I'm saying? Man and woman. We both have urges. We both have needs. I mean, I'm not going to judge you for it.
Okay.
I mean, I'm gonna still pursue
Anybody
you
else?
regardless.
Oh, come on, pursue you regardless. He said, regardless of the intercourse on the first date, I'm gonna pursue you. Somebody get Jarvel a date. He said he gonna pursue them regardless. Y'all,
Don't do that.
Jarvel
Me
my
trying to
best
play
friend,
matchmaker.
y'all. Y'all, Jarvel is my best friend. Okay, he also my video editor. So this my man here. This my boy, my road dog. Okay, so
For sure.
yes, yes. So anybody want to go next? Y'all mighty quiet. What going on? I can't hear you.
I'm waiting on coach. I'm waiting on coach.
No, wait, no.
What's good? Yeah.
Coach. I'm waiting on
Yeah, come
I like
on. What's going on? Everybody quiet on this live
Uh,
here. What's going
coach.
man.
Coach.
Well, yeah, yeah. Nah, I ain't never back down from. I ain't never back down from a challenge, man. I was kind of
on?
meditating, man. I'm like, how I want to push this, how I want to
Yes.
push this message, man. Um,
Mhm.
nah, listen, man. Man, listen. Um, nah, that that wouldn't detour. That wouldn't detour, or it shouldn't always detour someone from like pursuing, like the previous brother said, man. It's like, listen, stuff happens, heated moments, take place, temptation, or whatever you want to call it, however you want to spin it. That doesn't, push to the side the fact that this woman is a good woman. You feel me? That doesn't push the fact that this woman could make a fantastic mother. You know what I mean? A great wife.
Mhm.
Let's not do that. I know a lot of us, we may hold traditional values and viewpoints and this and that, but like, let's keep it real, man. Some of our grandmas and great grandmas, they was in that same position, and our great grandfathers and grandfathers. still married them and produced a fantastic fruit of a family. So no, that doesn't push to the side that this woman is still a good woman. Like the brother said, she could be going through some things, hardship, crazy day at work, or whatever the case may be, and she just need to get her rocks off. I mean, if we can just be real about it, man. I mean, you kind of gave us the green light as far as like this being, a podcast, as far as like we can like, speak and do our thing. But I mean, we live in a real world, and I mean, we can't, push to the side that these things do happen, and we do have to challenge these things and face them at the exact same time. Or are you going to let your traditional values be like, man, like, yo, she gave it up to me on the first night. This ain't my wife. Or could it be like, yo, she's really digging you on this first night, and she felt comfortable enough with you that she felt like giving it up to you on the first night because she feels like, yo, this is a great dude. This could possibly be my husband. I'm like, yo, let me, toss him a little something, something, man. But that's my 2 cents. I know someone said like, yo, he can't even get it out. I can get it out. It's just that, man. Listen, it's a good question, man. Let's go, yo. That's hot. Let's get it.
Oh yeah. Anybody else?
Yeah,
Oh, not y'all being
I ain't
quiet.
gonna wait too much. No, they already said a lot, but like your my granddaddy said, when you go to the car dealership, you don't just buy the car without test driving. You know what I'm saying? So
Ooh,
Oh my god.
let me hang up this line. I'm about to go. I can't.
Hey, that's
I
facts,
cannot.
man. That's facts, man. Like,
But last time I checked, when you do a test drive, it breaks down the appreciation of that car. Am I lying or am I telling the truth? The
where
appreciation
you know
value
what?
go.
Well, whether you want to pull that car off the lot or not for a long time.
exactly. You know what I'm saying? You gotta sign up
Whatever
for
y'all
that.
say. Yep. All right. Darren, you want anything to say?
Uh, yeah, that's a good one. The younger Darren would be all for it. Yeah, let's do it. The grown man Darren would. Nah,
Nah, okay.
you do it with me. You probably done it with others. You tired every night. A person work should be tired or stressed out. So if she's with me that tired, stressed out night, she may have been with others on a tired, stressed out night. So nah, that's a turn
Okay.
off. Not for a lady. I mean, if you're thinking it, hey, thoughts are thoughts, but action is a whole lot different.
Okay.
That's just me.
Understandable. All right. Okay. So the next question is, how do you know when you're truly in love?
I mean, to answer that question, I mean, I'll say it's short and sweet. Cause I'll tell everybody the same answer. Um, I know when I'm in love when I get that feeling that I can't live without you. If
Hmm.
you're a constant thought on my mind, like I go to sleep, I think about you. First thing I wake up, you're on my mind. Throughout the day, you're on my mind. Before I go to bed, I gotta make sure I talk to you. I gotta make sure you're in my face. I gotta make sure I hear your voice. Like that's when I know.
Right.
That's me. That's when I know.
Okay.
I
Anybody
like this
else?
brother right here, man. Listen, this brother need more platforms, man. I like the way he talk and think, man.
I'll be trying to tell him. Come on,
Get out
Jarvell.
there, fam. Jovel, get
Speak
out
your
there, bro.
truth. Speak your truth.
Somebody gonna have to call Oprah Winfrey and Netflix because I got a story to tell.
Ooh, wee. And this is your story to tell right here. Okay, I'm giving you the platform. I ain't Oprah. I'm Annika LaQuette. But you are here to tell your truth. Okay? Yes, sir. Anybody else?
What was the question? I missed it. I'm sorry.
You're fine. How do you know when you're truly in love?
Oh yeah, Javed answered it. Yeah, I heard his answer. He
Ooh,
answered it.
Hmm.
Christopher, Darian, where y'all at? I
Yeah,
can't hear
man.
you.
Well, I got something to say, man. Listen, for me personally, when she give me that combination of Pam Grier and Claire Huxtable vibe, when I get that
Ooh.
vibe, I'm like, all right, yeah, this the one right here, man. I can get with this.
See,
Right.
I'm only 30, so I'm like the youngest on this panel right now. So it's like when he said that Claire Hustle, oh listen. I heard that analogy so much from my OGs, man. I know exactly what he talking about. He just gave me flashbacks.
Yeah,
Oh
Yeah,
man,
yeah, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Well, hold
Ooh.
on, bro. We
I
we
like.
not too far apart, man. I'm only 36, man. But the fact that I mean,
Yeah.
I see same thing. Like the OGs told me, and I seen the way her how Claire Huxtable, maneuvered in life. I'm like, yeah,
Hmm.
that's all right right there, bro. So yeah, I feel you,
Right.
man.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not. I'm 31, so I've heard that same
Yep.
thing. But no, knowing like for me, like somebody who definitely shows and appreciates you, and you can show and appreciate them. Um, that they're constantly on your mind. Somebody who's praying for you, and ultimately, before you get off the phone, you pray together. You start your morning off with prayer. Like you're
Mm-hmm.
engaging in that. Like you're being in that person's genuine side of everything, like their genuine side of who they want to be, who they're trying to be, and who they
Mm-hmm.
are wanting to be to evolve to the next level for you. And that feeling is going to be there, and you're going to know you're going to be emotionally attached, you're going to be physically attached, mentally attached. But ultimately, if a person can really catch the attention of the mental, that's mind blowing. Like everything else is can be a cakewalk if you can
Right.
if you can just fuel that mental side and that emotional side of a person, like there's no reason for it not to be I love you or whatever the case may be.
Okay. Well, that's good. Anybody else? Or y'all good? Okay. So the next question is, why do men work hard to get a woman, and once they get her, he doesn't work hard to keep her? They get a little too comfortable. What's your opinion
Um,
about that?
I have no opinion on that because I'm the opposite. Like as hard as I work to get the woman, you know what I'm saying? Because like
Mm-hmm.
eh, women play hard to get for no reason at all. Like
Oh.
women could be interested in a man, but
Uh
she
huh.
will play hard to get for no reason. So like as a man, you gotta work extra hard. And me, in my experience, I work hard to do anything I can to give
Mm-hmm.
you the attention that you need. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you asking for that every other man in the world ain't giving you, I'm gonna provide that. And then once I get your attention and once I got you hook, line, and sinker, I'm gonna keep doing everything I can to keep you. Like I'm not gonna
Okay.
lose you. I'm not gonna work all this time and do all this overtime hours just to get your attention just for a simple good morning text and then like just leave you on red. No, I'm gonna keep applying pressure every single day until the end of time.
Okay. Anybody
Jarrell for
else?
Jarrell for dating president. Yeah,
Right. Okay.
yeah,
The whole year.
yeah.
Okay. The whole day in prison. He got all these advice and tips and hacks. Let me find out. We got a dating coach on here.
Like
Nah,
you do
man.
what you did as like my pastor. I've been learning a lot from him. Like he teaches us a lot about dating and marriages and stuff like that. So like what you do in the beginning, do that times some more to keep her in the end. Don't allow
Hmm.
her to have to go out and hear you're beautiful today or um you look good today. That's really fitting you. Like don't let somebody else tell her what you can tell her yourself or show her yourself, because that becomes an issue. So yeah, like he said, you gonna work 10 times as hard to get her and then not work at all to keep her. Yeah, something wrong. Something wrong.
Hmm.
Oh, and just to react on the comment, I think Yvonne said some women play hard to get, and I understand. Some women have a reason to play hard to get because, like, traumas they've been through, they don't know
Hmm.
exactly what kind of man they're looking for because every man they attract is just the wrong one. So it's like,
Right.
I understand. I understand why some women gotta play hard to get. I get it. I understand.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Anybody else?
Agree. Nah, I
Yeah.
mean, listen, I mean, plain and simple. I mean, dudes is playing games. So it's almost
Hmm.
like, yo, I got the quote unquote prize or whatever they want to call it. Then it's like, yo, I got it now, all this interest and, enthusiasm when it comes to this woman. Now it just fades away. I'm like, it was nothing real to begin with. Dudes is playing games and out here, just trying to get a little piece of booty or whatever you want to call it. Nah,
Right.
at the end of the day, that's it. But these brothers, they broke it down proper. Man that pursues you, he's done whatever it is, he got to do to get you. He's going to keep it up. Dudes that don't do that, it was fake to begin with. It was phony. So yeah, sisters, again, take heed. Someone said it in the comment. There's real men in her. So you got real men giving you real spill. Take this advice, take it,
Yep.
let it, marinate on it and move around. Like, look, if you see dudes playing games, nah, move around.
Ooh,
Oh,
wait,
that's a question.
Ooh.
that's a
Uh,
good
that's
question. Are
Oh,
we
look,
attracting the
somebody.
wrong ones or choosing the
Yeah.
wrong ones?
I'm
Ooh,
here. I'm here.
They
I'm
should.
here. I'm
Yeah.
here. I'm here.
listen.
It say,
Okay,
are
like
we
to answer
choosing
that
the wrong
question.
ones,
To
or are we
answer that
choosing the
question,
wrong
ooh,
ones? Let's be honest. Let's be
Ooh.
let's
honest.
be honest.
Come on.
Cause
Let's be
yeah,
honest.
It's not about you choosing. It's not about you attracting the wrong ones because
Mm-hmm.
you know what I'm saying. You're a woman. You're gonna attract all men from different facets of life. That's regardless. But you know what I'm
Right.
saying. It's about you choosing the wrong ones. Like you know what I'm saying. In my experience, I can't speak for every woman out there because I know every woman has different values, different standards, different raised, different whatever. I get that. I
Mm-hmm.
understand. But as far as from my experience from the women I've seen, definitely choosing wrong. You know what I'm saying? You can
Mm-hmm.
choose Tyrone. You know Tyrone, a drug dealer. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And no offense, I'm not trying to say you a drug dealer, Marcus, but
Of
I'm saying
course.
Marcus across the street, you know what I'm saying? He a drug dealer too, but he got businesses. He got LLCs. He's doing shit with his life. He got shit going on. So really, like, would you want drug dealer A who's struggling on the corner, or you want drug dealer B? Both are bad choices. So like,
Mm.
you got to think about option C, the guy you put in the friend zone 6 months ago.
Mm.
So
Okay.
let's talk about it. Like you putting
All
that
right.
guy in the friend zone because he's showing too much emotion. Like he's always texting you "Good morning, beautiful," but you don't respond to him how you respond to drug dealer A and B. You know what
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying? You give drug dealer A and B your time and everything with what comes under the sun. But it's like you know what I'm saying. Curtis, who's a friend, he's been your friend for like you know what I'm saying 5 6 years. Always had your back
Mm,
and gave you a shoulder to cry on when you needed it. But what happened? You put him in the friend zone because he's too nice. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? Like not a lot of women. And I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna like put all women in the same bubble. But some women they love that bad boy art. They love that bad boy attitude. So it's like if you choosing bad boy over good boy, I mean that's your choice. I mean I just how I look at it.
so
Okay.
even if we attract the wrong ones, we don't need to still choose them. Just
Yeah.
so the point.
Lilac said that.
Yeah, no, don't no, don't
Put
choose
it
Don't
them.
in the
choose
No,
them.
run away. Go
No.
the opposite direction. Run
No,
away.
girl.
Stop.
No.
You just gotta choose what's best for you.
Right. And you know what? And speaking, you know what, Marcus, speaking of that, women, I'm gonna talk about this on our women panel. So women, y'all better be ready because I'm about to come for y'all, okay? I'm coming for
Mm-hmm.
y'all on this women panel and I can't wait to talk to y'all. But women know exactly if a man is right for them or not. Women are born with
Mm-hmm.
intuition. Every last
Mm-hmm.
one of us are born with intuition.
Ooh.
Okay. We know when a man ain't good, but you know the reason why we say we stay with them or we want to be with them is because either we're lonely, we're
Mm-hmm.
desperate,
Mm-hmm.
and just simply like just to say I have a man. Just
Or
to say I have a
delusional. Don't
man.
forget that too.
Or
Delusional
delusional.
too.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But delusional kind of in ties with that intuition.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
delusional. Okay, yeah, you can say delusional. But yeah, women know when the right man is the right man and when he's not, he's not. You know, and it's all about growing up,
oh,
being mature. But women know. We know.
So
oh,
I got a
oh,
question.
man.
Just because you said
We
intuition, and since it's an
Lilac,
all
we
male,
always know.
you know what I'm saying? It's an all male panel. So I feel like I've seen this question all over like social media recently. So it's like if a woman has intuition, right? How is it
Mm-hmm.
that she can use her intuition to realize when her man is cheating, but not when her man is unhappy? Mm.
Mm.
Yeah.
See why you do that, bro? Why you do that?
So I
Why
just
you
gotta
do the
ask the
sisters
question.
like that?
I want to
See,
hear I want to hear real answers. You know what I'm saying? I'm
see,
curious.
Mm.
I was about to get on sis, but like, yo, sis, how you gonna expose the sisterhood playbook like that, and then you follow up and you ask the question like that, brother? You in even more hot water than she is, man. Come on, man. I can't even listen,
We know.
sis.
We
He don't
know.
flipped it on you. Oh, this question for you. Go ahead.
I'm just
Um.
curious, man. I want to hear all the women in the comments.
I'm
Don't
curious
But
everybody typing
too.
on the
okay.
keyboards. Don't be quiet.
I'm curious
Okay.
too.
Everybody, all the women, like, ooh, ooh, all these women, because they don't care. Okay, yeah. Some women just don't care, and also it's the
Mm,
women you're with. And
Mhm.
you have, and also you have to know the woman you're with. Um, some women just don't care. Me, I care. I care about how where you at in life. I'm caring about where you at in this position, like how your day going, stuff like that. I care. Some women may not. Okay, so it all
Mhm.
depends on the woman you're with. That's my opinion. And a lot of women they going ham in these dang on comments.
I don't know. I
Not
see
trying
the
to
Yeah.
come
comments.
for
I'm
me.
afraid to look,
Women
but
on the panel. I had to speak my truth. We know what I mean. Because I had to like reiterate what he said. Like, you know, how you choose the right man or whatever. We know.
Hmm.
Let's see. Who said this? Let me put them on here real quick. Okay. So
Hmm.
my Lika said probably because some women don't care about men's feelings as long as their needs are being met. So yeah, y'all have anything else to say
Yeah.
about that?
No, I mean that's accurate. I mean, just like we said, what my sister Deja said, she's gonna always keep it real. But I had
Yeah.
to scroll back up. Are we attracting the wrong ones, or are we choosing the wrong ones? I mean, that's the
Mm,
same thing with us men. Who are we out here choosing at the end of the day? I mean, I'm
right.
pretty sure this sister done show like some type of signs that she ain't for you. I'm pretty sure you done express some type of feeling, some type of emotion, some type of bad situation, and she's like excuse my language, but she's probably like, nigga, you better man up. What you doing out here, man?
Mhm.
And if she getting you that type of response, it's like, bro, this ain't the right one for you. Your grandma just passed away. And she's talking about, man, you better man up. So same thing, man. Listen, I mean, to this statement, I mean, two things can be true at the exact same time. At the exact same time, it's like, are we attracting the wrong ones? Or are we choosing the wrong ones? Yeah, we can attract the wrong ones based off of, just what type of energy we putting out there. But at the same time, it's like, you ain't got to choose that individual as well. I mean, yeah, it comes with healing, getting over trauma, things like that. And then you can choose the right one. And then you ain't got to worry about attracting the wrong one at the exact same time. But it's the same thing for us, man. Who we out here attracting? Who we out here choosing? I mean, we choosing women who, really care for us. When we come to them and it's like, yo, can you be that safe space? This is what I'm going through right now. And if she's like, she's just, nonchalant, no emotion, you're
Mhm.
thinking about suicide thoughts, you're going through mental battles and this and that, and you express this to her and she ain't got no response, fam,
Mm,
you chose the wrong one. That's on you at the end
right.
of the day. It sucks, but we got to take that accountability. And the same thing with the sisters. You got to take that accountability if you got the wrong cat at the house, man.
You're right. It's all about accountability. Yeah. Because I feel like men know too. Men know too.
hmm yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
Y'all have a
We
feeling.
definitely
Y'all have
do.
a feel like, yeah, she's not, it's not right. But yeah. So anybody else want to say something about this?
I'm already in
Okay.
hot water. I'm gonna keep my mouth shut
Ooh.
now.
Nah, bro, I was
Okay.
just playing, bro. You good, man. I was just joking, bro.
No, you good.
They
You
Nah,
needed
good.
to
it's
hear that.
not you. It's not you. I
But
just got a text on my other phone, and they watching this.
ooh,
Yeah. So I'm already in hot
um,
water. I'm gonna keep
Ah,
my mouth
say
shut.
fam, listen,
tell
bro. That's why I
them.
put. That's why. Oh, go ahead.
I'm like, no, go ahead and tell them to follow Navigator and I podcast while they sitting there looking and texting.
Oh, they
No, I
been
ain't.
That
did
follow
that. You ain't gotta
button.
worry about that. They
Okay.
been did
And
that.
share
Don't tell
too.
me
Share this
Uh,
podcast episode. For real.
bro,
no, I ain't
listen.
saying
That's why I put my stuff on do not disturb, so I can just freely flow and just do my thing. And then listen, I deal with the repercussions after the fact, man. I tell you, I catch the
Okay.
notifications afterwards, bro.
Exactly. You good. All right. So, do y'all feel safe in society expressing your emotions as men? If yes, tell me what's going on with that. And if not, explain.
Short and quick.
no,
No, no,
no,
no.
All right.
I
no.
mean,
Explain.
I'll go first. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like
All right,
I
now,
say
Javale, you
no.
keep going.
My fault. Like, you want to go first? My fault. I don't want to hog the mic. My fault. My fault.
By the time you get finished, we ain't never got. Look, never gave deny. You denying us.
No, you
You
did.
right? My fault. My fault. I ain't gonna hog the mic. I ain't gonna go first this time. I'm let somebody else speak, man.
No, you
Somebody else take
did.
the floor, man.
I'll say so. No, like we be sharing this and stuff with some of the guys that I work with and some of my friends and my fraternity and stuff like that. So it's no, because sometimes we don't feel that we be heard, or we're only heard to be used for it to be used against us later.
Mm,
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
understand.
sometimes when you break down, and that's why men shut down. And when men shut down, if females don't know how to get them to open back up, it's because when they shut down, they've been in this predicament before, and they don't know if they can trust that if they open back up to you for that reason, to open up and get it out, that you're not going to use it back against them later. So when a man goes through something and women are paying attention or aren't paying attention, it's a battle. between them. It's now a battle between not only themselves, but a battle with their partner or their spouse to see how can I dig myself back up. So like that's why I said women are here to be nurturers, but we go through so much as being just a black male that when we've got have dirt thrown on us so much, it's hard to dig ourselves out of that ground because either one is going to be used against you, or two, you're not going to be heard to be understood. You're just going to be heard so somebody can say they listen to you.
Right. Okay. Darren, like your eyes about closed.
I
You wake
Oh,
up now,
no,
Darren. What you got to say?
I'm listening. Yeah, I agree. I definitely agree with the brother just a while ago. Definitely need that support system. A
Mhm.
strong black woman definitely will give you that. Absolutely.
Okay.
I mean, I'm in full agreement, you know what I'm saying? But again, as I said, no, because I've had women verbatim out their mouth, and excuse my language, I've had women call me a bitch. I've had women call me pussy before expressing my emotions. I've had that happen to me. So it's like,
Mm.
that's crazy. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you want men to open up to you, but if you calling a man a bitch for, you know what I'm saying, being emotional or telling you what it is and what it ain't, why should he ever want to open up to you again?
Mm.
Why should he even, first of all, like, not even open up to you? Why should he even want to be with you if you call a man a bitch for showing emotion?
Mhm.
Like, at that point.
Yep.
Yeah, some things, man. Some
Hmm.
things we need to talk among each other, and I don't
Right.
Mhm.
know what you spoke with her about.
Hmm.
Mhm.
Some things we need to keep among ourselves
Mhm.
and get mentorship from maybe an older brother or somebody have dealt with what you're going through instead of going to her because
Yeah.
she's a weaker vessel.
Hmm.
So
Mm.
maybe you
Yep.
should approach it like that. Go to a strong brother like my brother or Marcus there or Christopher or somebody else.
Mhm.
Be there for
I
one
agree
another.
with that statement. I agree with that statement. Darren is speaking facts. There are some things that men, I know wisdom is, considered a woman's trait, but nah, brother, we have wisdom as well. So we need to
Yes.
use discernment on when we need to go to cats like Darren, cats like Marcus JaVale is like, yo, bro, like this is what I'm going through. It's okay to, hold some things back from your woman because they just not going to understand. There's things that only a man is going to understand and what you're going through. So yeah, like you said, seek some OGs out, somebody that's older than you, or even if it's a younger cat and he got like experience, go to him and confess like, yo, man, this is what I'm going through, bro. Can you help me out? 9 times out of 10, his brother is going. He. No, you know what? Let me say 10 times out of 10, because we go through the exact same thing. You don't matter if you're 50, 40, 50, 20, 30, whatever, man. We as men, we go through the exact same stuff, man. So 9 times out of 10, 10 times out of 10, there's other brother that you're going through. He been through the exact same thing, man.
Mhm.
Um, and not, not to detour, but I seen a question. One of the sisters asked, like, how can we build you all up as men?
Yeah.
I mean, just be there. Show some support. Just show love. Just be there.
Hmm.
And sometimes you ain't even gotta like, speak your piece. You ain't even gotta give no advice, no this,
Mhm.
no that. Just be there. Show some love, man. Give a hug. You know what I mean? If you know what that man's favorite meal is, get that to him. If you know he like the movie theaters or he might need a haircut, like maybe he go 25, $40 for you to get a haircut. Put a smile on that man's face. Just be there. Brothers is simple, and I don't mean that in a disrespectful way, but when we simple, it's like just that. Feed us a good meal. Be there for us, support us. That type of speak life, man.
Yes, sir.
Women have gotten, some sisters have gotten away from that. Just speak life. Just be
Yep.
there, man. Make some, I'm not to be rude, man, but I'm like, hook us up with bake some cookies or something like that. You know what your man's favorite meal is. Hook it up,
Mhm.
man.
Right.
But yeah, that's it right there, man. At the end of the day, just be there. Just support your man at the end of the day.
Yep. And you know what? I was going to ask that question next. Like, how can women build you up? Because a lot of women, these are women based questions. Okay. So a lot of women want to know how they could build a man up. So, yep. Y'all want to
I
elaborate on
mean,
that?
it's just as he said, man. Like, your presence says a lot. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? And like me, like, I do a lot of these online quizzes trying to find out my love language, thanks to my ex-girlfriend. But you know what I'm saying? Those look like they taught me a lot. Like, my love language is physical touch. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And it's not just an online quiz. Like, that's literally what it is. Because like, I could be having the worst day possible. As long as you give me a
Mhm.
hug, you give me a hug, I'm cool. Like, I don't care about nothing else. Like I can melt in your arms and I can be okay. I might cry a little bit, you know what I'm saying? I might, but that's okay. Like I would
Mm-hmm.
literally just give me a hug. Ask me how my day is. You know what I'm saying? How you say cook your favorite
Yep.
meal. Like and if any women out there, my favorite meal is chicken Alfredo, just throwing it
Oh,
out there.
get
Um
this man some chicken Alfredo. I like chicken Alfredo too, y'all, with some sweet tea
I
on the
was just
side. Don't
saying.
forget
So
that.
it's like
You know.
that's all it is, man. Like just be there. Like you know what I'm saying. Like and me
Mm-hmm.
personally, I don't care if you talk to me. Like you could just be there. Like I could be having
Right.
a horrible day. Like just give me a hug. You know what I'm saying. Let me sit down in front of my you know what I'm saying in front of my game, play a couple games of Call of Duty. Let me decompress from the long day I had. And then
Mm-hmm.
if I feel like I'm okay enough to where I can talk, I'll talk to you all day long about everything that's going on because I'm an open book. Ain't nothing about me I'ma ever hide from my woman. Like I'm an open book. I tell my woman everything.
Yeah.
I live by the code of transparency. So it's like whatever you need to know, I will tell you. Whatever you want to know, I will tell you. That's just who I am.
Okay. I see you shaking your head up there, Darren. What you got to say?
Yeah, I mean, I would never judge another man by what he decides to do, but I would never tell my woman everything, and I don't want to know everything that happens to her. Now, some things that
Okay.
I need to know, then sure, but some things, man, you just gotta. I mean, just zip it. You know, our minds sometimes, man, we get the wrong seed planted in our heads. We'll take something that's A and turn it into Z. We'll take a
Mm-hmm.
one and turn it into 1,000. So some things are better not say. If it's not causing any harm, if it's something that she can handle, I don't need to know it. If it's something that I can handle, she don't need to know it. I'm not gonna be 100% transparent. I'm not. I had a football game once. Matter of fact, a few weeks ago. Older guy, so he was at Walmart, and a young lady came up and said, "You look like you would make a good sugar daddy." And he said, "Check this out, Chris. Check this out, bro." He said for a quick second, because she was looking good. He said for a quick second, man, it made him feel
You better not
real
too.
good.
Mm-hmm.
Then the thought
So you
came to
sipping
his
your tea? I'm
mind,
gonna go
how
ahead.
many other men that she done approached with this. And I said, man, you went home and told mama. He said, no, man, no. I kicked that in the bud right there. And I told her I wasn't interested. You do not need to go home and tell moms that. Like I said,
Mm-mm.
that planted seed, it'll come up over and over again. So a lot of things, I don't need my wife to come and say, somebody say I look sexy, I look good, or this and that. I don't want to hear that. I already know it.
Oh, not him
Some
already
things
know
you can
it.
do.
Mhm.
Just keep to yourself, man. That's me now. That's my theory.
Okay. Understandable.
I hear Darren, and he's 100% right. So
Mm-hmm.
allow me to backpedal just a little bit,
All right.
All right.
I'm not telling my woman everything. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Just the needs that she needs to know. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Right.
I'm
Right.
not gonna tell her everything. You know,
Right.
like just everything that goes on throughout the course of the day. That you know what I'm saying. If it's hard and like it's something that's on my mental, then I'll talk. But I'm
Mm-hmm.
like Dan said, like don't tell everything because like again, I've had that shit happen to me too. Like I've had my words
Mm-hmm.
be weaponized against me. So I agree. So let me backpedal. I'm not telling her everything. Let me backpedal. But you're right.
Okay. Well, that's good, y'all. All right. So the next thing is so it says a brewer. Let's see, because it's a shout out. Brewer love, peace, and happiness asked. How can a man love two women? I'll let
I
y'all
mean,
marinate. Think about it.
I don't have to marinate because I've done that. So I speak from experience. I mean,
Speak your truth.
it's not about
Speak your
loving. It's
truth.
not about loving two women. It's just about.
Mhm.
Oh, I can't speak for, like I said earlier with all my answers. I can't speak for every man, and I can't speak
Mhm.
for the men on the panel. But just speak for myself. Um, it's not about loving two women. It's just about finding your peace. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
If you got a female and she's constantly nagging, never find no solutions to no problems, always creating more problems.
Mhm.
But if you find a little Sally over there who cool, cook you a little 5-star meal, and she gonna let kick your feet up, watch the
I
football
can't.
game.
I
I'm going to
cannot.
Sally house. You know what I'm saying?
No, you did.
Sorry, Keisha. I'm going to Sally house. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna kick my feet up, watch the game. You know what I'm saying? I got a 5-star meal waiting on me. You know what I'm saying? She can give me a massage. She gonna let me talk. She gonna let me vent. She ain't gonna call me no names. She gonna just let me be me for like
Mm-hmm.
30 minutes out of the day. I'll take that over whatever Keisha got going on. That's just me though. It's not about loving two women. It's just about I qualify it as trying to find your peace. You know what I'm saying? Like as a man, you gotta be able to have peace no
Mm-hmm.
matter what it is. Like as long as you got peace, your life will be exponentially better. But if you have somebody in your life that's bringing negativity and it's going to disturb that peace, why is you bothering yourself with that? Let it go. Like I'm sorry, but again, I may be projecting, but that's just me.
I think you
Yeah.
projected because of now. If you want
What's
to
the
be with
projection
Sally
piece?
Mae, be with Sally Mae.
The only time I want to see Sally, she decreasing my loans.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? We're not talking.
No, you
Oh
did,
man.
Marcus.
Oh
No,
my
you
god.
did. No, you did not. Okay.
Sally Mae,
Hey,
baby, if you hear
he
me out
slid
there,
that in
Sally
there
Mae,
real quick.
You heard him right. He slipped that in there.
yeah, Sally Mae, if you hear me out there on these channels, baby, my name Marcus McGirt. Go ahead and wipe that for me.
Hey, my name Jarvel Lee. I co-sign everything Marcus
Ah,
said. Go
let me
ahead.
co-sign it. Oh no, heck no. Sally,
Oh man, that was
turn on
smooth.
the
That was good. That was good. Mm-mm.
light. Anybody else?
Man, listen, I mean, if we can be real for a minute, the brother was right, man. It's not about, the man loving two women at the exact same time. And I was on the fence of that's impossible. You can't. I mean, I'm still there. You can't love two people at the exact same time. But it's more so about like, yo, who brings you peace, or who brings you, this and that. Who brings you the good things or the finer things of life. I remember watching the movie Fences with Denzel Washington and Viola Davis,
Yep.
and to this day, the main thing that stands out when Viola, confronted him about cheating, confronted Denzel about cheating, his statement was that, "Yo, this woman makes me feel good." You feel me? It's like he wasn't in love or anything like that. It's just that, yo, I go to this woman's house and I do what I do because she makes me feel good. I love you, but you don't make me feel good. So it's such a weird thing. It's not about love. It's honestly what the brother said. It's about peace. At the end of the day, man, it's crazy. It's not right. Someone said in the comment, it's like, yo, he just being nasty. Yeah, at the end of the day, when you narrow it down, yeah, he just being nasty. But the brother, I mean, I could sympathize. I mean, when Denzel said that statement, I'm like, dang, like I see what dude coming from. The brother just want peace at the end of the day. It's he adores his wife, he adores his kids, his household, he do what he do, but it's like, yo, it's no peace at this home for me. So I gotta go elsewhere. Unfortunately, I gotta go elsewhere to get this peace so I can like be able to maneuver and produce in life. So that's what it is, man. The brother was spot on. You know, it's just peace at the end of the day. Marcus, I follow up. I mean, I paid off my loan when it comes to, Sally. I'm good with her now. Listen, she done hit my pockets, but for the other
Okay.
people out there, listen, if you see this, listen, hit us up, clear all that debt. We tired, man. We ain't got we ain't trying to support that bill no more. But that's my take on it.
Okay. And yeah, I'm reading these comments and I agree with them. Um, let me see. My mama, Angela, she said sometimes women can do everything, but he still cheats, which is true.
And the thing is, to answer that statement, bro, like
Mm,
it's not on the woman. It's not the woman's fault. She did her job.
yeah.
Sometimes, and men just ain't. Excuse my language. Sometimes men just ain't shit.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry.
Hmm.
So it's
Hmm.
like that's not nothing on the woman part. Like you did your job. Like you know what I'm saying. You
Mm-hmm.
cooked, you cleaned, you took care of the house, took care of the kids. You made sure you came to
Hmm.
your husband, made sure your husband's okay. If he still goes out there and does cheating and he want to be promiscuous with other women, then at the end of the day, again, excuse my language, fuck him. Find happiness. Like leave that man alone. Stop going back. Simple.
Yep. I agree.
Facts. That's a him problem. That's a him
Yep.
problem.
Mm-hmm.
Because I hear that
I
statement all the time, like women do the most and
yes,
men still cheat. I hear that all the time.
I
Like,
hear
I'm
all the
like,
time
okay,
too.
but if women do the most, and like, you know what I'm saying, men still cheat. Then why you keep going back? That's the question no one wants to answer.
Hmm. You're right. Yeah, that's a discussion for the women panel. Cause yeah, that's exactly what I'm gonna ask. Like, why keep going back?
I feel like I'm
So
giving you material for your women's panel right now.
and you are okay. You are. So speaking of being with multiple women, all right. What's your views on being in a poly relationship or marriage?
Say that
I
question one
like
more
the
time.
marriage. Hold on. Yeah, say that one more time. I want to make sure I got that right.
You're fine. I said, what's your views on being in a poly relationship or marriage?
Oh, I like the marriage piece, man. Give me the marriage. Give me one woman all day long. Let's be blissful. Let's
Like,
build. Let's
I'm
build a
sorry,
family.
man.
Hold on.
What are you saying? Like, I agree. I ain't trying to cut you off,
Yeah,
but I agree.
Hmm.
yeah. Now you good, bro. Now give me the marriage all day long, man. Because I'm like poly, two, three, four different women at the exact same time, or whatever the case may be. I ain't knocking nobody that like that lifestyle. You
Hmm.
do you. It ain't knocking the fork out of my hand, man. I'm like, listen, this I ain't missing no meal bills. It's still paid. You do you. But for
Right.
me, just give me one woman. I'm all set. Let my kid, yeah, man. Let my kids, just grow into one household with one woman. Let them see that. It's like, I mean, as it's, I don't play the field enough already, man. And I get poly as a certain type of structure or whatever, but
Hmm.
it trips me out when dudes say they want a poly relationship, and I'm like, fam, you can't even handle one woman. What you want
Ooh.
two and three and four different women at the exact same time for? You can't support that lifestyle. So give me
Hmm.
one woman all day long. Give me the marriage piece, the traditional piece, or whatever you want to call it, man. I'll take that all day long, man. That's beautiful to me. I love
I agree with everything my man just said, and just like Daisha just posted on the comment, she was like, "Poly is an excuse to be nasty." I won't say that, but again, like he said, like if if you struggling talking to one woman now without being married, why
Hmm.
are you trying to marry three, four, five, six different women? Now I get it. Some cultures that's the normal. I get it,
That's their
but
thing. Yeah.
they're bred from a young age in those cultures to
Yeah.
live that lifestyle.
Hmm.
If you're not of that lifestyle, you're not of that culture. I understand, like, to be fair, it's like that goes into like society. Like, a lot of people consume different forms of social media and different forms of content, and they think that poly is the new norm. And because
Right.
like it's a rapper right now, his name's Finesse Two Times. He
Yes,
has multiple women. He's in a
he
poly
do.
relationship,
Yep.
but if you think about it, that man ain't happy. That man is not happy. That man is stressed out. One of his baby mamas trying to keep his kid from him. That man is stressed out.
Yep. I
So
saw
like,
that.
why would you want to
it.
do that? Why you want to be in that? Because like that, like, and I mean, to lighten it up, like you got three different wives. All three different women are gonna come to you with different problems, and you
Yep.
as the man, the sole man in the entire thing, you're gonna have to come up with every solution to fix three different problems from three different women. You can barely handle one now without being married inside of a poly. Why are you trying
That's
to take on
facts.
two more different problems? You know what I'm
That's
saying?
facts.
And one problem might supersede the other two, and that might take a lot longer to fix. So it's like now you got two other wives with their problems and their needs not met. Now you have a different issue. Now you got unhappy women inside your poly marriage. That's not okay. That's not what it is. Like, I'm sorry. Like, no.
Hmm.
Can't do it. Like brother said, like give
Yeah.
me one woman, give me one wife, give me my kids, and that's it. I'm happy. I'm not trying to have multiple women. Like, I was the one guy. I was the young guy to say, hey, give me multiple women. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think I can handle that. No, I got smacked to reality real quick. No, I'm cool. One
We
wife,
all been there.
one
Yeah.
woman. I'm cool.
And bro, we all been there because I'm like, I ain't gonna even stunt. Like, I'm like, yo, my pockets was hurting trying to date two
Mm.
and three. Let me just keep it at two women. Trying to date two women at the exact same time. My pockets was hurting. That was enough for me. I'm like, you know what? Give me one girl, give me one woman, and I'm all set. Like, I want some money in my pocket. I want my bank account to look positive, not in the negative 50. That listen, that didn't sit well with me at all. So I'm like, give me one woman. These dates is killing me.
And
Mm.
the women these days, they don't like that 2 for 20 from Applebee's. You know what I'm saying? They don't want that.
Oh, bro,
They
listen,
don't want that.
listen, bro. They didn't listen. The 4 for 4 on Wendy's carried me for a minute. It can't. It listen.
No,
Them
you did
two,
not.
them two tacos. them two tacos for $1 at Jack in the Box, it got me through some.
Oh my
Oh, bro,
God.
not
Yeah,
no
we
more,
speaking
bro.
facts.
Listen,
Bro,
we
We
can't
you
do
speaking
that.
did not do a
We
four
can't
for
do that,
four.
bro. We can't do that, bro. We can't do that no more, man.
Hey, Annika, you know just like I know. Hey, Morris College, hey, we went through the struggle. Hey, listen, hey, McDonald's was my best friend on every date night.
See, I ain't live on campus, so I ain't do all that.
Yeah,
You
hey,
ain't take me no
listen.
McDonald's. You ain't take me to McDonald's, okay? But it's okay. Anybody else want to say something about this?
For whatever reason, I lost y'all. What was the question?
Oh, you're good. The question was, what's your views on being in a poly relationship or marriage?
Oh, nah, they said everything.
Oh, no, he did.
Yeah, see, agreement, man. Like I don't need that stress, man.
Hold
Hmm.
up.
Good on
Somebody
that.
said, say this. Let me put her comment up here. She said the wings from Applebee's are bomb.
All right, Daisha,
So,
calm
so
down. Like,
take
yeah,
Daisha
the
to
wings are the
Applebee's. She
bomb.
want
I
them wings.
understand.
Get
And,
Daisha
But
and,
some
listen,
wings.
and we going after 9 because it's half off.
Let me find out you know the deals.
Oh man.
Oh my
I
Oh
only go to
man.
Applebee's when they had them dollar apple teenies, man. That's it. That's the only time I go in there.
God.
I be at the bar,
You
straight
be
up.
at the bar. Okay. All right. So the next question is, how do men pick who to manipulate, and how do they know? Well, how can a woman know when the man is actually interested?
I mean, for one, like I said earlier, like if a man is doing everything under the sun to get your attention, he's trying to show you that he wants to be with you. You know what I'm saying? But
Mm-hmm.
some women take that as a sign of a man being thirsty. Let's call it what it
Okay.
is. So you would rather s- step over the thirsty dude to go after the bad boy, like I said in some of my earlier answers. So it's like it's not about manipulation. I don't feel like it's about manipulation. I don't. But
Okay.
I mean, some women just don't like the dude that the dude that's interested in them. They don't want the dude that's not interested. They'll fall head over heels in love for, and I don't get that. I don't.
Okay. Anybody else? Don't be quiet
My
now. This is
bad.
about manipulation. What's
Yeah,
going
yeah,
on here?
my bad. What was that question again? My apologies.
You're good. So I asked, how do men pick who to manipulate, and how do a woman know when they're really interested?
Yeah, there we go. Now, Sister Deja said it best. It's like it's the insecurities. At the end
Mm-hmm.
of the day, it's almost like dudes that are predators, dudes that mean good. Um, I mean, I kind of hate to say it. I mean, no, I don't hate to say it, but the panderers, they know they know your insecurities. They know how to like pluck you out of the group. It's like, yo, I want to get this one right here because I see her insecurities. She's a
Mm-hmm.
single mom. She's this. She's that.
Right.
Whatever the case may be. The social. Whatever. The dudes know who to. They prey off of your insecurities, man. And if you're pushing that insecurity, dudes is going to pluck you out of your group, pluck you out of the group, and it's like, yo, this is the one that I want. I'm about to manipulate this one, this and that. Sisters stand, what they say, stand, 5 feet, 2 feet. What's that? 5 feet, 5 toes, whatever.
Yeah.
5 toes, man. Listen,
Yeah.
stand on your business, man. Don't
10
let these
toes
dudes
down. Gotcha.
manipulate you, man. Yeah, 10 toes down, man. Stand
And
10 toes down. Yeah, stand 10 toes down when it comes to that. Dudes will manipulate the situation, your insecurities, and just prey on you out here, man. They know the game. Social media is a fantastic tool for us to use, but unfortunately, dudes see these podcasts, they see these content, and they kind
yeah.
of like they go out here and they imitate what they see on social media, and they go out here and they try
Oh,
to like like manipulate the game or whatever the case may be.
yes.
So like women, guard yourself heavily, man. Like the brother said, consistency. You see a man that's consistent. You know what I mean? You see a dude that's kind. I ain't even going to the nice guy syndrome, but a kind
Mm-hmm.
man, a good man. You see a man that's good, that's who you want. So more than likely it's the dude you placed in the friend zone, the
Mhm.
friendship zone. That's who's the good man. That's who possibly, God has called you to. Like, yo, this is your husband right here. But you got him in the friend zone because for whatever reason. But yeah, sisters guard yourself out here, man. But now dudes prey on women. They do prey on or they manipulate, they prey on insecurities at the end of the day.
He's 100% right. And not
Mm-hmm.
to backpedal, but when I said it's not about manipulation, I was speaking for myself.
Okay.
Again, can't speak for every man because, like, yeah, like you said, men out there, some of them were dogs. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
I've been to a couple clubs, like even not to hark back on Moco college days, but I've seen a lot. You know what I'm saying? Men do prey on insecurities a lot, and it's like
Mm-hmm.
they think it's like it's. I've seen like a group of guys like play games with the like a group of women. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it'll be like say like it's like four men and it's like four women and like they all friends. They all pick they one who they want to talk to that night. And it's like I've seen men play games with those women. And like if one guy chooses one and he feel like he
Mm-hmm.
can't manipulate this one, he'll try to renegotiate. And he was like, okay, maybe like he'll try to take another girl, but you know what I'm saying? It's like, why? You can't if you feel like you can't manipulate one, you gonna try to manipulate the weaker one. Like, stop.
Mm.
Like, just don't do that. Like, it's not like, if you feel like you gotta get over on somebody, then like it's
Yeah.
not real, it's not genuine. It's not. At least
Mm-hmm.
that's how I think about it. Like, if you gotta get over on somebody, you gotta do all these tricks and tools of the trade to try to get an advantage on somebody, it's not genuine. And that's gonna
Mm.
be nothing but problems in the long run.
See, and that's it right there, man. And my apologies, sis, not to cut you off or anything like that, but I get passionate about certain topics. As men,
Mm-hmm.
we talk about all day long how we want to be leaders and we want to build up our communities and push our communities to be better. It's simple things like that. It starts with simple things like that. Because I'm like, yo, why you out here manipulating women, bro? You
Mm.
causing havoc within the community at the end of the day. Like my brother
Come
said,
on.
like, yo, in the long run, you looking at the now and what you're doing right now, like you trying to get a piece
Right.
of butt and you praying on her insecurities. Now she don't want to deal with nobody, no man
Mm-hmm.
at the end of the day. Now all men are dogs, all men are trash, all niggas ain't ish. And so yo, bro, like fam, as men, like we gotta take up that mantle. It's like, yo, we gotta stop. We gotta show some discipline at the end of the day. We gotta show like, yo, I can chill at the end of the day and like not prey on a woman because at the end of the day, all it does is like it just wreaks havoc within our community. Now we got like a 10, 15, 20 year stretch where women, this particular woman was like, yo, she don't want to do nothing. She don't want to deal with no type of black men because this one person played and preyed on her insecurities. Now she's,
Right.
she ain't having it at the end of the day. So yeah, bro is on point. My apologies. I get passionate about certain things. So for us men, we got to chill on certain things, man. And that's one of them right there. If you don't mean that woman no good, leave her
Leave her
be.
alone. Leave her
Yeah, leave
Yep.
alone.
her be.
Leave
I
her
Leave her
be.
be,
100%
man.
agree. Hey, hey, yo,
Absolutely.
Mm-mm.
coach my guy, like coach for president. Hey, coach my
Yes.
guy.
Coach for,
Like, no, for
for
real.
Oh
president.
man, listen, bro. If
Man.
I'm president, VP all day long, fam. Listen, bro. And that can go either way, bro. You can be president,
Like, for
VP.
real.
Man, listen, yo. As long as they got good brothers out here like me and you, we all right. We all right.
Nah, for
Mhm.
sure.
Yes, sir. So, the next question is, so this one, if you see your homeboy's wife or girlfriend with another man, would you tell your homeboy?
I'm snitching. I'm snitching. I'm
Oh,
sorry.
he
I'm
said I'm
snitching.
snitching.
Facts.
I'm snitching. I'm
Absolutely.
sorry.
And tell me why. Tell me why.
Absolutely.
Because like I would want somebody to do the same thing
Absolutely.
for
I'm
me.
taking a
Because
picture.
like I
I'm
would want
taking a
somebody to do the same
picture.
thing for me. I'm taking a picture, I'm taking a video, I'm doing everything. I'm getting all the elements I need because if I go tell my man, you know what I'm saying,
Okay.
hey yo, I saw your girl doing this. The one thing, and
Mm-hmm.
again, I'm speaking from experience. I've had
Mm-hmm.
guys tell me, man, bro, you lying, bro. My girl ain't like that, man. My girl ain't no cheater, man. My girl ain't no hoe, bro. But then it's like somebody show you a picture. I was just telling you what I heard, what I saw, and
Mm-hmm.
you told me I was lying. But somebody else came behind me, showed you a picture, showed you a video, showed you text message
Mm.
threads. Now, now you gotta come to me and apologize. Say, man, my fault, man. I thought you was lying. But nah, I don't want to hear your apology after the fact you found out. I don't want to hear that now. Now you gotta suffer. Now you crying. Don't cry to me because when I was trying to save you from crying and I was trying to stop the emotional abuse, you told me I was lying. Like, yo,
Mm.
stop. Like you know what I'm saying, I'm taking every video, picture, and everything I can to prove my case. Cause like I don't know, like I would want somebody to do that for me. If you see my girl out there doing
Right.
promiscuous things with anybody else, I would expect you to tell me. Don't beat
Mm-hmm.
around the bush and be like, oh, well, I ain't trying to be that guy. No, tell me 100%, because I'm gonna keep it a buck with you anyway, and no matter what. So it's like if I see your girl doing something, I'm gonna tell you
Mm-hmm.
regardless. If I see her going out on a coffee date with some guy, and like, okay, it could be. I'm not gonna just flat out call you because I see your girl out with some random dude. I'm not. But if I see your girl doing boyfriend, girlfriend, or wife, husband things with this guy, you know what I'm saying? Like you seen it all. You seen it in movies. You know what I'm saying? When the
Yeah.
girl, when the girl or the guy go out cheating, you know what I'm saying? The guy, you know what I'm
Cheaters.
saying? He put his arm around her, pull her clothes. You know what I'm saying? Or he'll give her his jacket. You know what I'm saying? He'll do certain things that should be reserved for your significant other. Not saying that you can't do it in general, but
Okay.
uh, with the like, if you're doing like things that normally is reserved for your thing, like I'm saying, like for example, let me give an example. So it's like if you if you have your wife and you're known to, you know what I'm saying, typical gentleman stuff, cater to your wife, like cook her dinner, take her out every once in a while, give her luxurious gifts and stuff. Like, yeah, you do all that, cool. That's for your wife. But if I see you do something like that, if I see you do all that stuff for your wife, but then I see you, for example, like I see you on like Rodeo Drive in California, going to Gucci, spending like $3,000 on this random girl, that's a red flag to me. I'm snitching.
Mm.
Hmm.
Sorry, I'm snitching.
Okay. What you think about that, Darian?
Well, great question. Man, I don't know. Depends. First of all, I think for me, I will not tell them. I would probably go to her and let her know that, hey, I saw this and that and the third, and that's my brother, that's my homie, that's my boy, and I don't want him to get in a situation where he may do something that's going to cause him maybe locked up or lose what he has over someone that doesn't love him. So I would go to her first and find out what's what. But like my mom always say, people talk to people, and just because you see her talking to, oh, have mercy, my thing keep going. Child, this thing keep going out.
Put your thing on mute. I can hear you.
Oh Lord.
Now you good, bro. You
You
good,
Yeah,
man.
I was being 100.
good?
We
Hey, go to
love
the
it,
next
yo.
person.
If
Hey,
you
I'm
need to go
sorry.
on
I'm
mute, you
sorry.
fine. You good. But with that being said, because I saw somebody in the comment section, if he's cheating, will you tell? Okay, so I want to flip that then. If if the homeboy is out here cheating on his wife, would you tell the wife?
Yes, yes,
Yeah, I
It
thought
uh,
that
got
was the
mighty
original
quiet.
question.
It got mighty quiet. I'm
Hey,
I'll
talking
tell her.
about.
But
since you can hear me, can I complete what I was saying?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, okay. Nah, I wouldn't. I would go to her. I would definitely go to her and
Okay.
let her know. Look, this is my brother.
Mm-hmm.
This is my homie or whatever, etc. And I love him. I don't want him to get caught up in no situation where he's not gonna be here
Mm-hmm.
because of somebody like you. If that's what you want, just be 100 with him and let him go. But like I was saying before I went out, people talk. So just seeing things and our eyes will fool us.
Mm-hmm.
It's got to be something that I 100% know I've seen, even
Right.
before I go to her like that. But definitely wouldn't go to him. Too many times I've heard about situations where a so-called friend will go say, "Hey, I seen this and that and the third." Now the devil done got in this guy. He done went over here and did something. We got people no longer operating on this side of life because of something somebody said. A lot of times, best is keep your mouth closed. If you're gonna say anything, say something to her, just for that purpose.
Okay. Well, that's good then. All right. So the next question is it came from one of our supporters. So I hope I'm saying this right. Sequoia. Hope I'm saying it right. She asks, why are men easily influenced to choose a certain type of woman? Because that kind of goes into the other question we was talking about two women. She said, why are men easily influenced to choose a certain type of woman to uphold an image, but not get the type of woman they really want? Or they do have that type of woman and hide her. For example, slim waist, cute face for the public, but hide the BBW they really want. It won't leave alone.
They ain't got no truth. They ain't got no foundation.
that
They ain't got
part,
no anchor. Yeah,
that
they don't
part.
know who they're ashamed of who they really are. To be honest
Yep.
with you, it ain't got nothing to do with the woman. Keep
Hmm.
it a buck. A lot of us brothers out here, we love the BBWs and we flaunt it. We let it be known, the BBLs and all this other stuff or whatever the case may be, man. That social media influence and things like that is like, nah, when you a man and you, what y'all say,
Hmm.
stand 10 toes down. But
10
when
toes
you a man
down.
and you stand you stand 10 toes down, it's like, yo, this is who I love, this is who I'm with, this is what I like, this is my preference. Rock with it. Cause trust me, there's about 10 million other cats out here that's gonna be rocking with that too. So don't let social media influence you. Dudes do that because they don't have any foundation, man. They don't know who they are at the end of the day. That's more so about the man and less about the woman.
100%. I echo everything he just said. And just to add on, live in your truth. Find out who you is
Hmm.
and live in your truth, bro. Like, it's no point. You're gonna create problems for yourself trying to live up to the Joneses, man. Like, social media and all this content got a lot of people brainwashed and thinking
Yep.
that the norm is the norm, and it's really not.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to harp my own horn, but I'm a BBW lover. You know what I'm saying?
Let me
Always
find
has
out.
been. Let
Let
me
me
always
find
has
out.
been. I ain't never gonna change from that. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is, I love all women. But if I had to
Mhm.
be, if I had to identify a preference, BBW. I love it.
Come on now,
You know what
period.
I'm saying? I love all women, but BBW is my preference. Throwing it out
It
there.
yeah, BBW rule the world. Period. Okay.
All right, see,
All
here
my
you go. See,
BBWs
here you
out
go.
there, because I gotta give us a shout out. All my BBWs out there. I hope y'all listening. I love you. I'm a BBW myself. So I want to thank y'all so much for supporting. Anyway, so I have another question, and it's from Lilac because Lilac has been commenting. So I want to thank
I
her for doing
swear,
that.
I've been
Yes.
seeing her name crazy, and she a
Okay,
supporter for
crazy.
sure.
That's my girl. Okay, that's my new girl. Thank you so much, Lilac, for supporting. Okay, she asks, why do men find it hard to speak out about good mental health practices?
Oh man, because we don't have a safe space. To be honest,
Hmm.
every space we use to talk about our mental health has been weaponized against us. At least from what
Hmm.
I've seen.
Okay.
I mean, it's hard to really want to talk about what's going on when at the end of the day, what we talk about is being used against us. Like
Mm.
the hardest thing for a man, I can't speak for the men on the panel or men in the world in general, but it's just for me, like the hardest thing about me is if you're constantly reminding me about what I'm doing wrong, then
Mm,
how can I progress as a man?
mm,
You know what I'm saying? That's not
that's
helping me.
good.
That's not helping me at all. Like you keep saying, "Oh, I don't do this, I don't do that, I don't do this, I don't do that." But at the end of the day, I'm trying. Like, at least acknowledge the fact that I'm trying.
Okay. Anybody else?
Man, early on this year, man, I accept that the statement, the concept of two things can be true at the exact same time, and it has really provided me a lot of peace.
Hmm.
Bro ain't wrong. I mean, to this very day, we still don't have a safe space, but at the exact same time, we do have a safe space. Where you kind of gave off like different means and situations where, okay, if you're not getting it from over here, if your woman ain't, providing you that safe space, man, listen, you got cousins, you got brothers on this panel. You can go to them and kind of like, get your, get it off your chest at the end of the day.
Hmm.
So 2024 going into 2025 is not that, men, find it hard to, you know, flow in mental health and, express ourselves or whatever. But, we just got to find that safe zone, that safe space. If brother Darren and JaVale and Marcus, I'm like, yo, I can go to these brothers and like, yo, get it off my chest, and they can provide some feedback and get me right. But I mean, heck, I can go over here to whatever this it's called a safe space. It gives this illusion of being a safe space, and I go here and I like get it off my chest. And like my boy said, like I'm called a B, I'm called this, I'm called less of a man. I'm called like, yo, you ain't doing this right, and this. No man wants to be in that type of environment. So it's not that you know we struggle with flowing in mental health. We would love that. The thing is that the opposing factor is like, can y'all be a safe space to our mental health? And when you show
Mm.
that you can't be, when you show that you can't be that, oftentimes all it takes is a brother one or two times. It's like when you prove that you can't be that safe space, you know what? Let me go over here. Let me go.
Yep.
I rather for brothers, talk to other brothers instead of talking to another woman because that might, lead to something else. But It was like, yo, Cass was like, yo, let me go over here and get my mental health right and get myself right, or whatever the case may be. So that's my 2 cents on
Okay.
I
Darian,
echo.
Marcus, y'all have anything to say? Oh, I'm sorry.
I
Go ahead,
echo.
Jarrell.
No, no, you good. I was just saying. I echo everything he just said. I'm in
Okay.
100% agreement.
Yeah, I would like to say this. I came back and caught the tail end of it, but like Betty Wright would say, you just making it easy for the cleanup woman.
Yep.
Mm.
You know, you
it.
out
Hey,
there, you just making it easy.
that's my
uh,
mama favorite song. So I swear to God, I heard that my entire childhood, man.
uh,
Okay. Yeah, anything else to say, Marcus?
No,
Oh no, you good? Okay. All right. So this is gonna be our last question, and it's gonna be raunchy. So be
Oh
prepared.
my God, I'm prepared. I've been. Oh
Is
my
all
God.
coochie the same or
No,
not? Okay,
no,
explain.
no, no. Because if you saying all coochie is the same, that means you basically saying all women are the same.
You better speak what you
A-
spoke.
And not every woman has like every woman has the same qualities. Every
Hmm.
woman has the same ideas, but they're not 100% the same because every woman's action is different based on who they are as a person and an individual. So it's
Okay.
like I like you know what I'm saying. I'm not a promiscuous guy at all. You know what I'm saying? Like I've had my fair share of raunchiness with the females and the ladies, but it's like it's different, man. Because like every coochie with the question is like it gives you a different experience, man. Like every woman gives you a different experience. So no, not every coochie is the same. Like every woman gives you a different experience, gives you a different lesson, and you learn as you go. So like say female one may not do the same things as female two, but female two does exactly what female one does, but she just hides it a little bit better. That don't make
Mm,
her the same. That don't make her no better than female one. She's the same at that point. But
right.
like, if you really break it down to a different level, say for example, female one, she gives me a place to stay. She gives me good food. She gives me good sex. Granted, but female B gives me a safe place to talk, a safe place to decompress, to be a man at the end of the day. I'm a
We
choose
ain't talking
female
about the
B.
woman, Jarvis. We talking about coochie.
Okay,
it's
isn't
same
coochie
thing,
part of
same
the
difference.
woman?
He said the
Isn't coochie
same
part of the woman?
thing. I mean, it
I'm
is,
just
but
saying.
yeah,
I'm I'm
okay,
not I'm
yeah.
not I'm not breaking down coochie as like just coochie because like I don't want to just boil it down to just that. At the end of the day, coochie is part of a woman, and like to get coochie, you got to go through the woman first. So I
Hmm.
mean, I'm sorry if I'm over talking. I'm sorry if I'm
Oh no, you.
doing the most. I'm sorry, but I mean that's just how I break it down. Like not
Yeah,
all
break
women
it
are the same
down,
because
bro.
every
You breaking it
every
down.
every coochie gives you a different aspect. Like every a different lesson, a different woman could give you. You can learn a lot from, and it's crazy to say, but you can learn a lot from women as a man because what you do to get woman A not might not be and say you and woman A don't work out. All your experiences that you got from woman A, you can learn from it and evaluate that, and then pursue woman B differently, and then maybe woman B might be your wife. Who knows? But it's a different experience, different life lesson.
Okay. Anybody else?
Man, listen. Listen, man. Well, listen. Well, first and foremost, shout out to the people that's in the chat, man. Those that are tuning in, man. We give
Yeah,
y'all
yeah,
Yeah,
props, man. Y'all hanging in
y'all,
tough, man. It's good
y'all
stuff.
been staying strong. Okay.
Yeah,
Yes.
they have, man. Absolutely. And shout out to you. Shout out to you, sis, man. Thank you so much for this platform.
Oh
Um,
yeah.
I mean, who? Let me scroll up real quick. What this sister Bree said? Was this Bree? Yeah. What?
yeah.
Yeah.
Hold on, real quick, man.
I'm gonna post her
She
She
right
said
now.
said,
every woman don't eat the same foods and every woman don't drink the
Oh,
same water daily. I'm just saying, all
"All
coochie is
yeah.
coochie."
different. We
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
just gonna leave it at that. Like my brother Marcus said, listen, I'm a life coach, all of this good stuff. I'm a mentor. So some topics I might not be able to dive into, but
All
I
right.
can I can stick my feet in the water a little bit.
Just a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Just a
Yeah, just
little
a
bit.
little bit. So
Get
that's
them
that
toes
right there.
wet. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. So yeah, no, it's I mean, it is different, man.
Okay. And that's it. Y'all have anything else to say? Everything quiet? It's all right. So yes, y'all. Before we close out, I want to give like a shout out to all y'all. So give yourself a shout out. Tell where people can follow you at. People can find you.
You can follow me on Instagram. I'm a Tupac fan, so
Come
bear
on,
with me.
Tupac.
You can follow me on Instagram at Machiavelli 22. You can follow me on Twitter at Machiavelli 94. Also, I just got my photography LLC. You know what I'm saying? Shameless plug. So if anybody want to follow my photography page, that's Everlasting Photography on Instagram, Everlasting Photography on Facebook, and pretty soon coming to TikTok. You gotta make the page for it.
All right. Who's next?
Mm, yeah, if you wanna
Oh,
get with me on oh my bad, get with me on Facebook, Marcus A. McGirt. I need to get back on Instagram, but I'm Marcus McGirt on Instagram as well. TikTok Marcus McGirt as well, Marcus underscore McGirt or that underscore guy McGirt on TikTok, and that's the platforms you need to follow me on.
okay. Darian or Christopher? Y'all want to go next?
Yeah, you can follow me on Facebook at Dhan Mentorships and Solutions LLC. You can also follow me on Facebook at Darren Hanna. You can go to my website at dhandmentor.com. And I have a physical location at 1224 West Evans Street, Florence, South Carolina. And one more thing, my phone number is 843-799-7901.
Okay. You're gonna be getting some calls, so be ready now.
Okay,
Well,
absolutely. I
Oh
Uh,
yeah.
what my boy say? He say he know he's sexy. He good. He don't need nobody telling him. Man, listen, he
Right.
about to get some phone calls and
Okay, you must have
he about
forgotten
to
when
get
we
some
were telling
phone
this we
calls at
can't
night.
hear. Right.
Uh, yeah, my man out
That's
here
what
doing good
I'm
things
saying.
in the community, bro. That's a good brother right there. Listen, sisters, listen, don't hold back. Um, man, great space, man. Salutes to all my brothers that's on this panel. I'm real passionate about, black men in particular, just getting together and just chopping it up and just speaking our truth, man. Because I mean, just to be real, we don't get spaces like this too often, man. So you got brothers from all over the world, whatever, all over the nation, coming together on one spot and like, just speaking truth. It's a beautiful thing, man. So man, shout out to my brothers, man. But I'm Coach Chris Henson. You can find me on my website is created2influence.com, on Facebook and LinkedIn, Christopher Henson, just plain Christopher Henson. Then on IG, I'm life coach underscore Chris, man. So y'all can link up with me over there on those websites and over there on those platforms. And we can just keep this ball rolling, man. Great space. I love it, man. Shout out to you, sis. Thank you so much for this.
definitely gotta
Thank
get a
you.
part two
Welcome.
in season three.
Oh, let me find out. We're gonna do a
Yeah,
part two. Because
yeah, I'm
everybody
already
loving
calling for
y'all.
it. Yeah.
Oh yeah, everybody loving y'all in these comments. So I want to thank y'all so much. Okay, y'all literally made my vision come to life. Okay, because
Hmm.
I told y'all at the beginning I don't do this live stuff, but now I'm gonna go live from now on because I love it. Y'all gave me exactly what I need to hear, and I hope the ladies were listening because they were giving y'all some
Hmm.
tips and tricks. Okay, so yes, and this is exactly what I want to do is give a safe space for men because I feel like a lot of men can't really talk about their emotions or just talk about things. Period, right? Especially these times. Okay, so
Hmm.
I just want to thank y'all so much for coming on. And if y'all in the comment section are commenting, please make sure y'all follow these guys, okay? And y'all make sure y'all follow each other. Get each other
Oh,
contact
for
information
sure.
because yeah, y'all
We're
already
doing that
brothers in
as we
here.
speak. You know what I'm
Yeah, I
saying?
Yes,
definitely
please
like to
follow each
connect
other.
with all of y'all,
Oh
but
yeah,
especially Chris, man. I love
oh
what you were
yeah.
saying. I have something going on over here in Florence, what we call barbershop talks. We cater to a lot of younger brothers, like young youth and teens, but we
Mhm.
also cater to a lot of the older brothers, man. I love your content. And I definitely would
Mhm.
like for you to come, if you can, come to Florence, man, and sit in and talk, speak, man, at one of our barbershop talks.
Man, likewise, bro. I know we had like, I mean, I know to the outside view, they're probably like, yo, why these brothers going at it? That's what men do, man. But nah, that was all
Man,
love
do.
at the end of the
Oh
day,
yeah,
bro.
oh
Like,
absolutely.
same here, bro. Now, I love what you spit, and I love the facts that you brought. You being the OG on here, man, you really, man, you just laid down the hammer. And we appreciate that, fam. So now I'm definitely, connecting up with you, all the other brothers that's on this panel. We're gonna keep this thing going, man. This is how we get our families and community right. When you got good brothers linking up with one another and like just pushing that positivity in our community, we good, man. We up from here, bro. So yeah, absolutely. I'm following you, fam. I got you.
Likewise, man. Appreciate you. Appreciate
Quick,
all of
quick.
you.
I got a quick question.
Mhm.
Hey, coach, you in Boston, right?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Oh, I'll see you at the end of the month because I'm coming to Boston at the end
Yep,
of the
he
month.
going to
You know, so I'll
Boston.
see you.
My man, say less.
Yes, sir.
I ain't going nowhere. I'll be here, bro. Say
Yes, sir. I'm
less.
gonna keep in contact with you. Yes, sir.
My man, that's what I'm talking about.
Come on now. So yes, yeah. So make sure y'all come back for season 3 because we will be launching, okay, on January the 1st. So y'all make
Hmm.
sure y'all come back. There's gonna be more good conversations, and I am gonna get a woman panel because I keep getting messages saying y'all need to do a woman panel. I said, okay, hold up, ladies, I'm coming. So season 3 is coming on the way. So yes, and I gotta close out. And remember, yes, life was delayed, but it never gave denied. Okay. Y'all are listening to not even season, special episode of Never Gave Denied podcast. I'm your host, Annika Laquette. Love you guys. Bye.
Bye.